B1 level English listening practice with some real life conversations in dialogue format for different everyday situations. To get the best translations, click on English in the subtitle settings and then click on automatic translation to choose your desired language. Let's start.
Hello, good morning. I wanted to ask for some information about an author.
Good morning. Tell me, how can I help you?
I'd be interested in reading something by the English author William Shakespeare. I've heard about him, but I don't know where to start.
William Shakespeare. Excellent choice. He's an important author. He has quite a few plays, yes.
Exactly. I saw on the internet that he has many works, and I feel a bit lost. Could you recommend one to start getting to know his style?
Look, a very popular play to start with Shakespeare is Hamlet. People usually like it a lot, and it's quite representative of his work.
I've heard that title. And any other options in case it's not available?
Yes, another excellent option is Macbeth. It's also very well known and liked by readers.
And could you tell me something about his style or the themes he deals with to get an idea?
His style is very characteristic. He writes with long, very elaborate sentences and reflects a lot on ideas. He's quite thoughtful.
Understand perhaps a dense style and the themes?
He often deals with secrets, coincidences, marriage, the difficulty of truly knowing people, sometimes with a touch of mystery or intrigue.
Hamlet. What's it about, more or less, without telling me the ending?
It starts with an impactful scene in a castle, and from there explores secrets of the past related to that place. It's a play about listening and knowing or not wanting to know.
It sounds interesting. I think I'll try starting with that one. Do you have these books available now?
You can check the online catalog on the computers in the reading room, or if you prefer, you can look directly in the English literature section under the letter S for Shakespeare.
I preferred to look on the shelves. I like seeing the books. And how does borrowing work? I'm not registered yet.
Registering is very simple. You need to show your ID card or an identity document and fill out a form that I'll give you now. It's free.
Perfect. And once I get the library card, how many books can I take out?
With the card, you can take out up to 3 books at a time. The loan lasts 21 days, but you can renew it if there are no reservations for those titles.
Got it. 3 books for 21 days. I'll fill out the form after finding the book. Thank you very much for all the information.
You're welcome. If you need help finding the section or with the form, feel free to ask again.
Hi, John. Good morning. How are you today?
Is right. Sarah, good morning. Very well. Here we are starting Saturday with energy. And you?
I'm good too. Wanting to buy fresh things for the week. I wanted to start with a kilo of tomatoes for salad.
Of course. Are you looking for a particular type, or shall I recommend one?
We recommend one, please. Ones that are good and ripe, but will last a couple of days.
Well, look, I recommend these beefsteak tomatoes. They're from nearby, very tasty, a good size, and just ripe. They smell wonderful.
Yes, they look magnificent and smell very good. Give me a kilo, please.
Coming right up, 1 kilo of beefsteak tomatoes. See their color? They're perfect for salad.
Yes, beautiful. I also wanted some oranges for making juice. You have the ones that are nice and sweet?
Certainly. These are from Florida, special for juice. They are very sweet and have lots of juice. People buy them a lot.
Fantastic. Then give me 1.5 kilos of those oranges, please.
1.5 kilos of juicing oranges. Here you go. Anything else for today?
Yes, one last thing. I need some vegetables to make a mash tonight. Something simple. What have you got that's good?
Well, for mash, pumpkin, courgettes, leeks, carrots are very good. Look at these carrots with tops. They're very tender and sweet.
I like carrots with tops. And do you have leeks?
Yes, I have some beautiful leeks. Look at the white part they have With a couple of leeks in the carrots, you'll get a delicious mash. Should you put potato in too?
Yes, I normally put a potato in. So give me a bunch of those carrots and 2 leeks, please.
Perfect. Carrots and 2 leeks. Shall I put everything together in one bag for you?
Yes, please. It looks like there are quite a few people at the market today, doesn't it?
Yes. Saturday mornings always get very busy, especially if the weather's nice like today. It's nice to see the activity.
It's true. Okay. How much do I owe you for everything, John?
Let's see. The kilo of tomatoes, 1.5 kilos of oranges, the carrots and leeks, that's 9 pounds and 40 pence.
Where you are, 10 pounds.
Thank you. And here's your change, 60 pence, and your bag with all your shopping. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much, John. You too. Have a great weekend.
Thanks to you, Sarah. See you next week.
Excuse me, sir. Can I ask you a question? Sorry to bother you.
Tell me, young lady, it's no bother if I can help. What do you need?
I'm looking for a stationery shop called the Pen Nib. I was told it's in this area, but I've been walking for a while and can't find it.
The pen nib. Ah, yes. Of course, I know where it is. It's Michael's shop. I've been buying my newspaper there for ages.
That's great. Good thing I asked you. Is it far from here?
No, not at all. It's quite close, about a 5-minute walk maximum.
Perfect. Would you be so kind as to tell me how to get there?
Certainly. Look, you're on Main Street now, right? You need to continue straight on this same pavement in this direction.
Okay. I continue straight along this street.
Yes, you'll pass a street that crosses, ignore it. Continue straight until the next street, the second one. You'll see that on the corner, there's a very large pharmacy with a bright green cross sign.
Got it. Continue straight until the second street, the one with the pharmacy on the corner.
Exactly. And right at that corner, you need to turn right, go into that street.
I turn right onto the street with the pharmacy. And is it at the beginning of the street?
Not exactly at the beginning. Walk along that street for about 40 or 50 meters. The stationery shop is on the right-hand pavement.
About halfway down on the right pavement. Is there any shop next to it to recognize it better?
Yes, right next door, there's a small tailoring repair shop, the kind that hems trousers and things like that. The stationery shop has a dark blue sign that says the Pen Nib.
Okay, I think I understand. Continue straight past one street at the second turn right, the one with the pharmacy, and halfway down that street on the right, next to the repair shop, is the Pen Nib.
Exactly like that. You can't miss it, really. It's easy to find if you follow these steps.
Thank you very much for your detailed help, sir. You've been very kind.
You're welcome, miss. I hope you find what you're looking for in the shop. Have a good day.
Hey, excuse me. Are you a gym instructor? I needed to ask you something.
Hi, yes, I'm Charles, one of the instructors. Tell me, how can I help you?
I joined the gym recently and wanted to try the Pilates class. I saw on the schedule that there's one today at 7 in the evening.
Ah, very good. Pilates is a wonderful activity. Very complete. What's your question?
I wanted to know if I need to book a place for that class or if I can just go directly.
For Pilates classes, you don't normally need to book. We have quite a large room and there's usually space for everyone.
That's great. I thought maybe you had to sign up beforehand.
No, you can come a few minutes before 7 and go straight into the room. If one day there was a special event or the room was full for some reason, we would let people know, but that's not usual.
Perfect. Much easier like that. It's my first time in a Pilates class.
I'm sure you'll like it. It's great for strengthening your core, improving posture, and flexibility. Do you have any other questions?
Yes, one more thing. Do I need to bring my own mat or any special equipment for the class?
No, you don't need to bring your own mat. The gym provides mats for everyone participating in the class. You'll find them inside the room.
Nothing else? Maybe a small ball or something like that? I've seen photos.
Sometimes we use additional material like small balls, elastic bands, or rings, but we provide all that material.
So I just need to come myself with my sports clothes?
Exactly. You just need to bring comfortable clothes that allow you to move freely, a small towel if you usually sweat, and if you want, a bottle of water to stay hydrated.
Excellent. Then I've understood everything. Comfortable clothes, towel, and water.
Yeah, that's everything. The room where we do Pilates is the one at the end of the main corridor, turning left. It's room number 3, it says on the door.
The end of the corridor to the left, room 3. Thank you very much for all the information, Charles.
You're welcome. That's what we're here for. I hope you really enjoy your first Pilates class. Let me know what you thought of it.
Good morning. Excuse me. Has something happened on the number 5 bus route?
Good morning. Why do you ask? Have you been waiting long?
Yes, quite a while. I've been waiting at this stop for more than 15 minutes, almost 20. And this bus normally comes every 10 minutes.
Oh dear, yes, I'm sorry. Today, all the buses on this line are severely delayed.
Oh, really? And do we know why? Has there been an accident or something?
Yes, there was a rather big accident on Main Street a little while ago. And also they've started some roadworks on High Street that weren't planned for today.
Oh, dear. An accident and roadworks. That explains the delay. I was already thinking maybe they had changed the schedule or something stranger was happening.
No, the schedule is the same, but the traffic this morning is impossible. We've been stationary for a long time at various points.
I imagine Main Street and High Street are very important roads for this route, of course.
Exactly. When there are problems on those roads, it affects our frequency a lot, and it takes us much longer to complete the whole route.
I understand. Well, at least I know why I've been waiting. Do you think it will take us long to get to the city center?
Well, we'll try to go as quickly as possible, but I'm afraid we'll still find quite a lot of traffic. I'll try to make up some time if I can, but today is complicated.
Okay, patience then. That's what happens some days.
Yes, unfortunately, that's how it is. There are days when traffic in this city is crazy.
Indeed. Can I get on? I've already validated my travel card.
Yes, of course. Get on and find a seat. Sorry for the inconvenience of the wait and the delay.
Don't worry. Thank you for the explanation. At least we know what's happening.
We try to do our job as best we can, but sometimes there are external factors we can't control.
I understand perfectly. Thanks again.
You're welcome. Find a space where you can, closing the doors.
Good morning, Mr. Smith. It's my turn. I have number 35.
Good morning, Sarah. Yes, come in. Please sit down. How can I help you today?
Good morning. I wanted to make a bank transfer to pay the rent for my flat.
Very good. A transfer for the rent. It's a domestic transfer, right?
Yes, it's to an account here in the UK. My landlord's. I pay it every month.
Perfect. To make the transfer, I'll first need your ID card to identify you, please.
Yes, of course. Here's my ID.
Thank you. Very good there, Jones. Correct. Now I need the details of the destination account.
I've written them down here on a piece of paper. It's the IBAN account number and the full name of the account holder, right?
Exactly. I need the complete IBAN of the account you want to send the money to and the first and last name of the beneficiary as it appears on their bank account.
Here's everything. The IBAN, the landlord's name, and also the exact amount I want to transfer. It's 650 pounds.
Very good. Give me the paper, please. Okay. See, destination, account, name, amount, 650 pounds. Do you want to include a reference in the transfer? It's advisable for rent.
Yes, please put rent month of April and my name, Sarah Jones.
Perfect. Reference rent month of April, Sarah Jones. Now, please check on this screen that all the details are correct, the IBAN, the beneficiary's name, and the amount.
Let's see. Yes, the IBAN is correct, the name too, and the amount 650 pounds. All correct.
Very good. Then I'll proceed to make the transfer. Done. The transfer has been completed successfully.
That was quick. Thank you very much. Do I need to sign anything?
No, with your ID and verbal confirmation, it's sufficient. Do you need a printed receipt of the transaction?
Yes, please. I like to keep a receipt for the rent payment.
Certainly. Here is the transfer receipt. Do you need to do any other transactions today?
Nope, nothing else for today. That was all. Thank you very much for your help, Mr. Smith.
You're welcome, Sarah. It was a pleasure serving you. Have a good day.
Hi, Mark. Good morning. Waiting for coffee too?
Hi, Sarah. Good morning. Yes, I need my caffeine dose to start Monday. How was the weekend?
Good, quiet, resting a bit. And yours? Hey, did you see the news about the new pedestrian zone in the city center?
Yes, I saw it announced in the newspaper, and I think it was on TV too. The Main Street, right?
Exactly. Main Street will be made almost entirely pedestrian on weekends, I think. What do you think about it?
Well, I'm not really sure, to be honest. I have mixed feelings.
Oh, really? Why? Think it could be nice for walking and for the shops?
Yes, for walking, and the atmosphere will definitely improve, but I'm worried about the traffic in the surrounding streets.
Of course, that's the problem. If you close such an important street, all the traffic has to divert to other streets.
Exactly, and the nearby streets are often already quite congested. I'm afraid it could be chaos, especially at the beginning.
Maybe. I think for the shops in the central area, it will be positive. It will attract more people on foot.
Yes, for the shops and cafes with outdoor tables, it will certainly be positive. More people walking around, more potential customers.
Although for people who live in the center or who need to drive to that area, it will be a problem to park or get around.
Of course, that's the other side. There are always advantages and disadvantages. We'll have to see how it works in practice.
I suppose the council will have a plan to divert traffic and enhance public transport on those days.
Let's hope so, because otherwise it could be a big problem. Do you often go to the city center on weekends?
Sometimes, yes, for a walk shopping, but I normally go by tube. So personally, the traffic closure won't affect me much.
I sometimes go by car if I need to buy something big, so I'll have to look carefully at the alternative routes. Here's my coffee.
Mine too. Well, we'll have to see what happens with the pedestrianization. We'll talk about it again.
Yes. Okay, I'll take the coffee to my desk. I have a meeting first thing and a lot to do today.
I have quite a bit of backlog too. Hope the meeting goes well.
You too. Have a good work day. Talk later.
Hi, good evening. I wanted to ask for some tourist information, please.
Good evening. Certainly. Tell me what you need. Is it for you or to plan a visit?
It's for some friends who are coming to visit me from another city this coming weekend.
Oh, how nice. Do you want ideas for things to do or visit with them?
Exactly. They're coming from Friday evening to Sunday afternoon, and I'd like to prepare some interesting activities for them.
Got it. And do you know roughly what kind of things they like? Are they more interested in culture, food, nature, going out at night?
Well, they like a bit of everything, really. They like visiting monuments and museums, but they also love walking around the city, discovering new places, and trying the local food.
Okay, a varied plan then. And do they already know the city or is it their first time here?
It's their first time, so I'd like to try them the most important things, but also something special if there's anything on now.
Perfect. Look, for a first visit, a good option is to do a guided tour of the historic center. That way they see the essential things and learn about the city's history. They usually leave on Saturday mornings.
Guided tour sounds good. Do they last long so it's not too tiring?
They usually last about 2 hours and are quite enjoyable. Here's a leaflet with the times and meeting point. Do you need a book for that tour?
It's normally advisable to book, especially at the weekend, to secure a place. You can do it by phone or on the website indicated in the leaflet.
Okay, I'll look at the leaflet. And any interesting museums or exhibitions at the moment?
Oh, right now we have a very nice temporary exhibition at the Museum of Fine Arts about Impressionist painting. If they like art, it's worth it.
They like art. Yes, I'll make a note of the Museum of Fine Arts. And For walking around and eating something typical?
For walking, I recommend the area along the river, which is very pleasant now. And for eating, the Soho area, known for pubs and food, is the most famous and lively. There are many bars with different specialities.
Soho. I know it by name. I'll take them there for sure. Any other suggestions?
You can also go up to the viewpoint on the hill for a panoramic view of the city, especially at sunset. It's very beautiful. And here's a city map with the points of interest marked.
So many ideas. The map is very useful too. I think with this, I can already organize a great weekend for them. So thank you very much for all the comprehensive information.
You're welcome. That's what we're here for. I hope your friends really enjoy their visit to our city.
I'm sure they will. Thanks again and good evening.
Hi, good morning. I came to see if you can help me with my laptop.
Good morning, of course. Tell me what's happening. What problem does it have?
Well, for a few days now, it's been running very, very slowly. It takes a very long time to start up, sometimes more than 5 minutes.
I see, a very slow startup. And once it's on, does it also run slowly?
Yes, that too. Programs take a long time to open and sometimes they freeze, especially if I try to open several things at once.
Okay. General slowness and freezing when using programs. Have you noticed anything else? Any strange error messages?
No, I don't get error messages. But I noticed that the internet connection also seems slower than normal when I use this laptop. On other devices, it's fine.
I understand. General slowness, freezing, slow startup, and problems with the internet on this device. Since when exactly has this been happening? Do you remember if it started after installing something new?
Well, it's been like this for about a week, more or less. And as far as I remember, I haven't installed any large new programs recently. Maybe some automatic Windows updates. I don't know.
It could be for many reasons. Lack of disk space, a virus, too many programs starting up automatically, problems with the hard drive. It would need checking.
Yes, that's why I came. Can you take a look at it? I need the computer for studying and working. And like this, it's impossible.
Yes, of course. We can do a full diagnosis to see exactly what the problem is.
There. And how long would it take you to check it? And how much would this check cost?
The complete check usually takes us between 24 and 48 hours, depending on the work we have. The cost of the check and diagnosis is £25.
And if you find the problem, do you give me a quote to repair it?
Exactly. Once we know what's wrong, we call you, explain the problem, what solution we propose, and how much the total repair would cost, parts and labor.
And I decide then if I want to repair it or not?
Correct. You decide whether to accept the quote. If you decide to repair it with us, those £25 for the diagnosis are deducted from the final repair price. If you decide not to repair it, you would only pay the £25 for the time spent on the check.
That seems fair. I prefer to know what's wrong and how much it costs before deciding. Can I leave it with you now?
Yes, of course. I'll need you to fill out this form with your contact details, name, phone number, and a brief description of the problem to open a repair order.
Perfect. I'll fill it out right away. Do you also need the charger?
Yes, please. Leave the laptop with its charger. We'll give you a copy of the repair order and call you as soon as we have the diagnosis.
Hi, Charles. Good evening. Are you just getting home too?
Hi, Sarah. Yes, just now. What a work day. How are you?
Good, a normal day. Hey, Charles, sorry to stop you for a moment. I wanted to tell you something quickly without wanting to disturb.
Of course. Tell me, Sarah, is something wrong? Any problem in the building?
No, nothing about the building in general. It's about, well, the noise at night. What's
No. Like noise, I've heard my concerts before. Mine, like Noors, I've heard my concerts before, right? And generally speaking, what noise from my flat? I hope I haven't been disturbing you.
Well, it's just that the last few nights, especially during the week, I've heard the music or the television from your flat a bit loud.
Oh, really? Very loud? And at what time, roughly?
Well, it's usually quite late, after midnight, um, around 12:30 or 1 o'clock.
Oh, dear, sorry. I didn't realize it could be heard so much. Sometimes I watch a film or a series late when I get in.
Imagine. The problem is that I have to get up very early to go to work. I get up at 6:30.
Well, of course, I understand. And if the TV is loud at that time, it disturbs your sleep.
Exactly. Since the walls sometimes don't insulate much, I hear the sound and find it a bit difficult to fall asleep, or I wake up.
I'm really sorry, Sarah. It wasn't my intention to disturb you at all. Sometimes you don't realize the volume.
Don't worry. That's why I wanted to tell you politely. I don't know if you'd be kind enough to turn it down a little bit from that time onwards, especially during the week.
Certainly, yes, of course. It costs me nothing to lower the volume or even put on headphones if it's very late.
Using headphones would be ideal, of course, or just turn it down a bit so it's not heard so much outside.
Yes, yes. From now on, I'll be much more careful with the volume at night. You can rest assured. I'm sorry for the disturbance these past few days.
I'm very grateful, Charles. I understand everyone has their schedules, but rest is important.
You're absolutely right. Thank you for telling me directly and kindly. That's how things get resolved.
I also prefer to talk about things calmly between neighbors. Thank you very much for your understanding.
Not at all, Sarah, of course. Well, sleep well tonight then. See you tomorrow.
Hey, good morning. When you're free, please.
Good morning. Tell me, what would you like?
I've come to collect a registered letter. I have the delivery notice here that was left in my letterbox.
Very good. Give me the notice, please. I'll also need your ID card or identity document to verify that you're the recipient.
Yes, of course. Here's the notice and my ID.
Thank you. Let's see, Sarah Jones. I'll go and look for your parcel for a moment. Here it is. Sign here on the screen, please, as proof of receipt.
Perfect. Done. Thanks so much, Josh.
You're welcome. Do you need anything else?
Yes. While I'm here, I wanted to ask you a question about sending a parcel.
Of course. Tell me, what do you need to know? Where do you want to send it?
I want to send this small package. It's a book to Manchester. It's in the UK.
Very good. A domestic parcel to Manchester. Do you want standard delivery or would you prefer it to be registered or express?
Well, I don't really know. What are the options and what's the difference? I'm not in a big hurry, but I'd like it to arrive safely.
Well, you have several options. The cheapest delivery is standard parcel, which takes about 3 to 5 working days. Then there's Express Parcel 48, which takes about 2 days, or Express Parcel 24, which arrives in 1 day. They all have online tracking.
In registered post, what's the difference?
Registered delivery, rec delivery, for envelopes / small parcels under 2K requires the recipient's signature upon delivery, which provides you with proof of delivery. It also has tracking. Standard parcel may or may not require a signature depending on the size.
This book weighs very little, maybe less than a kilo. I think I'd prefer something with tracking and proof of delivery. Does standard parcel provide proof of delivery?
Their standard parcel and express parcel have shipment tracking, but don't always require a signature on delivery. Depends on the size and if it fits in the letterbox. If you want to ensure a signature, it's better to use a registered service like recorded delivery.
I see. And how much would it cost to send it as recorded delivery, roughly?
The price depends on the exact weight and size. If it weighs less than 500 grams, as recorded delivery, it would be around 709 pounds approximately. If it weighs between 500 grams and 1 kilo, a bit more, around 10, 12 pounds. It includes tracking and signature on delivery. It takes about 1-3 working days.
I think I'm interested in that option. Do I need to buy a special envelope here or can I use my own? And do I need to fill out any forms?
You can use your own envelope if it's well sealed and protected. You'll need to fill out the recorded delivery form with the sender's details, EU, and the recipient's details, full address, in Manchester, which we'll give you here. We weigh the parcel, tell you the exact price, and give you the receipt with the tracking code.
Perfect. And then I think I'll do that. I'll send it as recorded delivery. Thank you very much for explaining the options so clearly.
You're welcome. We're here for that. You want to send it now? Pass me the parcel and I'll give you the form to fill out.
Good morning. Are you John the mechanic?
Morning. Yes, that's me. What do you need? Any problem with the car?
Yes. I came because my car has been making a strange noise for a couple days and I'm a bit worried.
Huh? Let's see. Tell me about it. What kind of noise does it make and when do you notice it?
Well, it's a screeching noise, a metallic sound that I hear when I brake.
A metallic screech when braking. Does it do it every time you brake or only sometimes?
I think it does it almost always, especially if I brake a bit hard. It seems to come from the front wheels, I think.
I see. Screeching when braking, probably from the front. It's usually related to the brake pads or discs.
And is it dangerous to drive like this? It's just that I need the car to get to work.
Look, if the noise comes from the brakes, it's important to get it checked as soon as possible. Brakes are a fundamental safety element. It's not advisable to ignore it.
I imagined so. That's why I came straight away. I wanted you to take a look at it, please. Could you check it?
Yes, of course we can check it. We need to put it on the lift and remove the wheels to see the condition of the pads and discs.
And do you have time to look at it today, or do I need to make an appointment for another day?
Well, we're finishing a car now, but if you can leave it with me, we'll try to look at it this morning or early this afternoon.
Do I have to leave the car? Can't I wait while they look at it?
Checking the brakes properly takes time. It's better if you leave it with us for a few hours so we can look at it calmly and give you a reliable diagnosis.
Okay. I prefer you to look at it properly. And do you have any idea what it might be or how much the repair might cost?
The most likely thing from what you tell me is that the brake pads are worn out and need changing. Sometimes, if you've waited a long time, the discs can also be damaged and need changing too. And so, okay, you just like...
And is changing the pads very expensive to get an idea?
Changing the front pads usually costs, depending on the car model, between 150 pounds, more or less, including parts and labor. If the discs also needed changing, the price would go up.
Okay, well, the important thing is that it's safe. So shall I leave it with you now?
Yes. If you can leave me the keys and your contact details, phone number, as soon as we've checked it and know exactly what's wrong, we'll call you, explain the problem, and give you an exact quote before doing anything. Is that okay with you?
Yes, that sounds perfect. That way I know what to expect. I'll leave you the keys and my phone number.
Excellent. Don't worry. We'll look at it as soon as possible and keep you informed. Here's a receipt for leaving the vehicle.
Hello, good morning. Excuse me, are you with the organization?
Good morning. Yes, I'm David. I'm here at the information stand. How can I help you?
I saw the posters about the craft fair starting today and came over out of curiosity. I wanted to get some information.
Of course. You did well to come and ask. The fair, has many activities. What would you like to know?
Well, I'd like to know what kind of activities are planned besides the sales stalls and the opening hours.
Very good. Well, look, besides the artisan stalls, we have live craft demonstrations like pottery or leatherwork, workshops for children in the afternoon, and musical performances in the evening.
Ah, what a full program. Is there a schedule with the times for all this so I can organize myself?
Yes, certainly. Here's this leaflet detailing the whole program by day and time. The workshops, demonstrations, concerts.
Excellent. Thank you very much. I see it starts today, Saturday morning. What time do the stalls open?
The craft stalls open now at 11 in the morning and will stay open today until about 10 in the evening. Tomorrow, Sunday, we also open in the morning and until midday.
Perfect. Today until 10 and tomorrow morning. Well, what are the children's workshops about? I have nephews.
Well, there's a face painting workshop, another one for making bracelets, and one for working with clay. They are free and start at 5 in the afternoon right here in the square.
How lovely. I'm sure my nephews will love it. And the evening concerts, what kind of music is it?
Well, tonight we have a local folk music group at 9. And tomorrow morning around lunchtime, there will be a music band livening up the fair. Everything is indicated in the leaflet.
Folk music and a band sounds fun. And an important question, is entry to the fair free or do you have to pay something?
Entry to the fair and access to the square are completely free. You can walk around, look at the stalls, and enjoy the atmosphere without paying anything.
And the activities like the workshops or concerts?
They are also free. The children's workshops and musical performances are funded by the council and sponsors, so they are open to the public at no cost.
Well, that's wonderful. Everything's free. It seems like a fantastic plan for the weekend. Thank you very much for the detailed information and the leaflet.
You're welcome. We're here for that. We hope you enjoy the fair very much, whether you come today or tomorrow. There are some very beautiful things at the stalls.
I'm sure. I'll take a look around now and maybe come back later with the family. Thanks again.
You're welcome. Have a good day and enjoy the fair.
Excuse me. Can you serve us when you can, please? There are 2 of us.
Good evening. Yes, I'll be right there. Have you chosen a table yet? Otherwise, the one in the corner is free.
Perfect. Thank you. We'll sit there. You can come whenever you're ready.
Very good. Good evening. What are you having?
Good evening. We want to try your specialty. We want to have hot chocolate with biscuits.
Perfect. Hot chocolate with biscuits is very typical. How many portions of biscuits would you like?
Well, what if we order 1 portion of biscuits for 2 and 2 cups of chocolate to share the biscuits?
That sounds like a good idea. 1 portion of biscuits is enough to taste if it's for 2. And do you want the chocolate normal or Viennese style with cream?
I want it normal, the traditional thick one. You too?
Yes, I also prefer normal hot chocolate without cream. So that would be 2 normal hot chocolates and 1 portion of biscuits.
Perfect. Noted. 2 cups of hot chocolate and 1 portion of biscuits. Would you like anything else? Water, perhaps?
No, that's fine for now. Thank you. Will it take long to prepare? It's just that it smells so good.
No, it doesn't take long. The biscuits are fresh and the chocolate is ready. We'll bring it to you in 5-10 minutes.
Excellent. We'll wait then. The place is very busy today, isn't it?
Yes, at tea time. We always have a lot of work. It's the peak time for hot chocolate.
You can tell you're famous. We came because it was recommended to us.
We do our best to make it good. I'll bring your order right away. Here you are. 2 hot chocolates and the portion of biscuits. Enjoy.
Everything looks so good. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. If you need anything else, just call me.
Everything was delicious. The biscuits were perfect and the chocolate incredible.
Excuse me, could you bring us the bill when you can, please?
Yes, I will bring it right away. Here you are. That's £8.50.
Be good. Can I pay by card?
Yes, of course. We accept cards without any problem. I'll bring the machine now.
Hi, Richard. It's Sarah. We had an appointment now to see the flat.
Hi, Sarah. Nice to meet you. Yes, come in. Come in. I was waiting for you. I'm Richard, the estate agent.
It's nice to meet you. Thanks for waiting for me. Right. Let's go see the flat. Shall we start here in the living room?
Yes, let's start with the living room, if you like. As you can see, it's quite spacious and has lots of natural light thanks to this large window.
Yes, the light is the first thing that struck me. It's very bright. What does this window overlook? Is it external?
Yes, it overlooks the main street, but it's quite a quiet street. And the windows are double glazed, they insulate well from noise. Also, it faces south, so you have sun almost all day.
South facing. Excellent, especially in winter. The size of the living room seems good. Shall we go see the bedrooms?
Of course, the corridor's this way. The flat has 3 bedrooms in total. This would be the main one.
Okay, the main bedroom. It's a good size and has a built-in wardrobe, I see. Are the other 2 smaller?
Yes, the other 2 are single, a bit smaller, but also with an external window and space for a bed and desk or wardrobe. Look, this is one.
Yes, it's smaller, but bright too. I could use it as a study or guest room. And the kitchen?
The kitchen is at the end of the corridor. Come, I'll show you. It was recently renovated.
Ah, it looks very new. Is it equipped with appliances? I see the ceramic hob and the oven.
Yes, it's rented with the main appliances, ceramic hob, oven, extractor fan, and fridge. The washing machine would be in the bathroom.
Perfect. And what type of heating is it? Is it independent?
Yes, the heating is independent gas central heating with radiators in all rooms. You can regulate it yourself with the thermostat.
That's important. In general, the flat seems to be in good condition. Has it been painted recently?
Yes, it was painted entirely a couple of months ago after the last tenants left. It doesn't have problems with damp or similar issues.
I quite like what I see. Let's talk about the rental conditions. What's the final price per month?
The monthly rent price is £750. This price includes the service charges.
Service charges included. Excellent. And utilities like water, electricity, and gas are separate, right?
Yes, water, electricity, and gas consumption are the tenant's responsibility as usual. You pay based on consumption.
Got it. And what do they ask for as a deposit or guarantees?
They ask for 1 month's legal deposit, which is held by the relevant authority. And as an additional guarantee, they require rent guarantee insurance, which we manage, but the landlord pays for. You don't need a bank guarantee.
1 month's deposit and rent default insurance paid by the landlord. Sounds reasonable. And the contract duration, is it long-term?
Yes, the contract is made according to the current urban rental law with an initial duration of 1 year, extendable up to 5 years if you wish. It's a primary residence contract.
Very good, Richard. Well, I liked the flat quite a bit, especially the light and the general condition. I need to think about it a bit and compare it with others I've seen, but it's among my favorites.
I'm glad you liked it, Sarah. Take your time to think about it. If you have any other questions or decide, you have my phone number to contact me.
Excuse me, Paul, do you have a moment? I'm Sarah, the new volunteer.
Hi, Sarah. Of course. Tell me, do you need help with something? How's the clothes sorting going?
Well, more or less. It's just that I have a question about this box. I'm not sure exactly where it goes.
Let's see. Let me see. These are winter baby clothes. What's your dad?
Well, I see there are other boxes labeled boys' winter clothes and girls' winter clothes. Does the baby one go separately?
Yes, exactly. We have a specific section for baby clothes, 0 to 24 months, because the needs are different. That box should go on the shelf labeled baby winter.
Ah, okay. I hadn't seen that shelf. It's just that there are so many things. Thanks.
Don't worry. It's normal to get a bit lost at first. There's a lot of material to organize. Have you been doing this long?
Well, I've been here for about an hour. There are quite a few clothes to check and fold. What are you doing now?
I'm sorting the non-perishable food that arrived this morning from the partner supermarket. We need to check the expiry dates and sort them by type. Yeah.
Wow. That looks like a lot of work too. Do you need help when I finish with these clothes?
Well, if you feel like changing task later, any help is welcome. But take your time, go at your own pace with the clothes. That's important too.
Maybe I'll come and help you a bit later for a change. How long have you been volunteering here, Paul?
Well, I've been coming a couple of afternoons a week for almost 2 years. I started a bit like you, not really knowing what to do, and eventually I got hooked.
2 years. That's great. And what made you volunteer right here at this charity?
Well, I knew people who collaborated, and they spoke very highly of the atmosphere and the work they do, helping families in the neighborhood. It seemed like a good way to contribute.
Yes, I also wanted to do something useful in my free time, and I was told about this place. The truth is, there's a lot to do today.
Yes, Mondays usually bring a lot of donations from the weekend, and we need to catch up, but we'll little by little, and all together, we manage.
That's true. The atmosphere seems good. People are friendly. It's
Yes, the truth is there's a great atmosphere among the volunteers. If you have any other questions about the clothes or anything else, feel free to ask me.
Thank you very much, Paul. I'll continue with my box of baby clothes then, now that I know where it goes.
Perfect, Sarah. If you need anything, just call me. And welcome to the team.
Good morning. Are you free?
Good morning. Yes, I'm free. Where would you like to go?
To the central station, please. To the high-speed train arrivals area, if possible.
Very good. To Central Station, high-speed train arrivals. Hop in, make yourself comfortable.
Thank you. Do you know roughly how long it'll take us to get there? It's just that I have to catch a train.
Well, the traffic isn't too heavy right now. I reckon in about 20 or 25 minutes, we should be there if there are no unforeseen events.
Okay, 20, 25 minutes. Then I have time. My train doesn't leave for another hour and a half.
Perfect. No problem then. We'll take the most direct route. Would you prefer me to turn on the radio, or do you prefer to travel in silence?
Doesn't matter to me. Whatever you prefer. If you want to put the radio on low volume, it doesn't bother me.
Very good. I'll put some background music on then. It turns on the radio at low volume.
Oh, listen, how much might the ride to Central Station cost from here, approximately, to get an idea?
I estimate it will be around 15 or 16 pounds, more or less. It depends a bit on the final traffic and the meter, of course.
Okay, thanks. Just so I know.
Not at all. Are you coming from a trip or leaving for one?
I'm leaving for a trip. Going away for a few days for work.
Ah, very good. Well, have a good trip and hope the work is productive. Central Station is a constant coming and going of people.
Yes, it's true. There's always a lot of movement. Have you been a taxi driver for a long time?
Well, I've been driving around London for almost 15 years. I know the city like the back of my hand.
15 years? You must have many stories to tell. It must be hard work sometimes with the traffic.
Yes, it has its good days and bad days like all jobs, but I like driving and interacting with people. We're arriving at Central Station. Is it okay if I drop you here near the arrivals entrance?
Yeah, it's perfect. You can stop right here. That's great. Thank you very much. How much is it in the end?
That's 15 pounds and 80 pence, please.
Yeah, you are. 20 pounds. Keep the change.
Thank you very much. Very kind. Have a good trip and see you next time.
Hello, good morning. I came because I dropped my mobile and the screen broke.
Good morning. Oh, dear. Bad luck. Let's see. Let me see it. Oof. Yes, the screen is quite broken. Does the phone turn on and work, or does it do nothing?
Yes, it turns on and I think it works because I can hear notifications, but the screen is black or has lines and you can't see anything. I can't use it.
I see. And the screen is damaged, but the phone seems to work internally. That's a good sign. What model of mobile is it?
Is the Samsung Galaxy A52. Can this type of screen be repaired?
Yes, of course. Screens for the Samsung Galaxy A52 can be replaced. It's quite a common repair.
Thank goodness. I was already thinking I'd have to buy a new one. And how much would it cost to change the screen?
Well, for this model, replacing the complete screen, the LCD/OLED panel, and the touch glass costs about 95 pounds, including the new part and labor.
95 pounds. Okay. And how long would it take you to repair it? Can you do it on the spot?
On the spot is tricky because we have other jobs first. Normally, if you leave it with us now, we can have it ready for tomorrow afternoon.
For tomorrow afternoon? Couldn't it be for late tonight? It's just that I need it quite badly.
Let me check the schedule. Today we're quite busy. I could try to have it for the last hour around 8 p.m., but I can't guarantee it 100%. For tomorrow afternoon would be certain.
I understand. Well, I prefer to be sure for tomorrow afternoon. Does the repair come with any guarantee?
Yes, of course. All our screen repairs have a 3-month guarantee on the replaced part and the labor in case there's any manufacturing defect in the new screen.
3 months guarantee. Okay. And the screen you put in, is it original or compatible?
We use screens of equivalent quality to the original OEM quality, which work perfectly and have the same resolution and touch sensitivity. They are cheaper than the original Samsung ones, but offer excellent results in warranty.
Okay, then that's fine with me. If the quality's good and there's a guarantee, I want to repair it. Okay, ta-da. Shall I leave it with you now?
Perfect. Then I need you to leave the mobile and fill out this form with your details, notify you when it's ready.
Here's the mobile. I'll fill out the form right away. Do I need to pay anything now or when I collect it?
You pay the full amount of the repair when you come to collect the mobile tomorrow afternoon. And check that everything works correctly.
Okay. Then I'll come by tomorrow afternoon to pick it up. Should I keep the form you gave me? Huh?
Yes, that copy is your receipt. We'll call you or send you a text tomorrow when it's ready for collection. We estimate around 5 or 6 in the afternoon.
Good morning. I wanted to ask your advice about something for a cold.
Hey, good morning. Of course, tell me exactly what symptoms you have.
Well, I started yesterday with a cough and a bit of nasal congestion. I don't have a fever, but my throat hurts when I cough.
I see. And what's the cough like? Is it a dry, irritating cough or do you have phlegm?
First, it was quite dry, but now I think I'm starting to get a bit of phlegm. It's a bit annoying, especially at night.
Okay. A cough that's changing from dry to productive.
Yeah.
And is the nasal congestion very bad?
Not very, but my nose is a bit blocked. I find it hard to breathe well at times.
Okay, for that type of mixed cough and congestion, I can recommend a syrup that helps soothe the cough and also thin the mucus.
A syrup? And is it effective? Do I need a prescription to buy it?
This one I'm telling you about doesn't require a prescription. It's quite a complete syrup for the symptoms you describe. It contains a component for the cough and another to help expel mucus.
It's good. And for the nasal congestion, does the syrup also help or would I need something else?
The syrup helps a bit, but if the congestion is bothersome, you could combine it with a decongestant nasal spray based on seawater or a mild medicated one, but only use the latter for a few days.
I prefer to try just the syrup first. Let's see if it's enough. How should I take it?
This syrup is normally taken 3 times a day, a 10 milliliter dose each time. Use the measuring cup found in the box.
10 milliliters 3 times a day? Before or after meals?
It doesn't matter. You can take it whenever suits you best, but try to maintain a regular interval. For example, morning, afternoon, and evening.
Okay. And does it have any side effects? Does it cause drowsiness?
It's generally well tolerated. It might cause a little drowsiness in some people, but it's not very common. If you notice significant drowsiness, avoid driving.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. And then I think I'll take this syrup to try. How much is it?
It's £8 and 50 pence. Here you are. Do you need a bag?
No, thank you. I'll put it in my bag. Thank you very much for your advice and your time.
You're welcome. I hope you get better soon. If the symptoms worsen or don't improve in 4 or 5 days, consult your doctor.
Good evening. Could you help me, please? I have a query about my train.
Good evening. Yes, tell me, what do you need to know?
I have a ticket bought online to go to Manchester now, the 5:30 p.m. train. Could you tell me which platform it departs from?
The train to Manchester at 5:30 p.m. One moment while I check the screen. Yes, it's the inner city service to Manchester Piccadilly.
Yes, that's the one, the platform.
It departs from platform number 5. It's on the ground floor. Follow the signs for long distance departures.
Platform 5, ground floor. Perfect. Does it go direct or does it make stops? I can't remember.
This train makes one intermediate stop at Crewe Station.
Ah, okay. It stops at Crewe. And what time does it arrive in Manchester? Approximately.
The scheduled arrival time at Manchester Piccadilly is 7:25 p.m.
Excellent. Less than 2 hours. And then I have time. Another question since I'm here.
Yes, tell me.
I wanted to know the prices for going to Liverpool next week. I need to buy a ticket.
To Liverpool. What day next week and what time roughly would you like to travel? One way or return?
It would be for Tuesday in the morning and just one way for now.
Very good. For Tuesday morning to Liverpool, there are several high-speed trains. There's one at 8:00 a.m., another at 9:30 a.m., another at 11:00 a.m.
The 9:30 a.m. one could work for me. How much would a standard class ticket cost for that train?
The 9:30 Armen high-speed train to Liverpool for next Tuesday in standard class currently costs about £65. Buying it now, prices can vary.
Got it? £65. Is there any kind of discount for young people or students? I have a young person's rail card.
Yes, with the young person's rail card, there are applicable discounts. On the base fare, you would need to show the card when purchasing and possibly when boarding the train. The final price would be slightly lower.
Excellent. Then maybe I'll come tomorrow to buy it with the with the rail card. Thank you very much for all the detailed information.
You're welcome. Remember, your train to Manchester today departs from platform 5. Have a good trip.
Good evening. I have a reservation under the name of Sarah Jones.
Good evening, Miss Jones. Welcome to the hotel. Allow me a moment while I check your reservation in the system.
Thank you. I booked a single room for 2 nights.
Yes, here it is. Sarah Jones, single room, arrival today, departure Sunday, correct?
Yes, correct. 2 nights.
Perfect. To check you in, I'll need your ID card or passport, please.
Yes, here's my ID.
Thank you very much. That's very good. Your room is number 35 on the 3rd floor. Here is your electronic key.
Thank you. Is the lift that way?
Yes, just down the corridor to the right are the lifts. Room 35 is halfway down the corridor on the 3rd floor.
Perfect. I wanted to ask you a couple more things about the hotel services.
Of course. Tell me, how can I help you?
Could you tell me the password to connect to the hotel's Wi-Fi network?
Certainly. The network is called hotel_guest, and the password is welcome123. It's also written on this card.
Excellent. Thank you. And where and at what time is breakfast served? It was included in my booking, I believe.
Yes, the buffet breakfast is included. It's served in the Mediterranean Lounge, which is on the ground floor, just past reception. The time is from 7:30 IEME to 10:30.
From 7:30 to 10:30 on the ground floor. Got it. One last thing. Does the room have a hairdryer in the bathroom?
Yes, all our rooms have hair dryers in the bathroom. You don't need to bring yours.
That's great. More space in my suitcase then. And is there a gym in the hotel?
Yes, we have a small gym on floor 1, open from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. You can access it with the same key as your room.
Good to know. Well, I think that's everything for now. Thank you very much for all the information.
You're welcome, Michelle. Miss Jones, it's been a pleasure. If you need anything else during your stay, don't hesitate to call reception by dialing 9. I wish you a pleasant stay.
Excuse me, Mr. Guy, can I ask you a quick question?
Yes, of course. Tell me. Any doubt about the explanation?
Yes. It's just that I didn't quite understand the last thing you said about the gentleman who built this palace. Could you repeat it, please?
Certainly. I was referring to Henry VIII. It was during his reign in the 16th century that the most important reforms of this building that we see now were carried out.
So sectarian. Henry VIII in the 16th century. Now I get it. I had understood in another name.
Yeah, don't worry. Sometimes with the background noise, it's easy to miss some details. Any other questions about him or the building?
Yeah, since we're here. Has this building always been a royal palace / stately home, or did it have other uses before?
Good question. Before becoming the main residence in the 16th century, there was an old castle here and previous structures that were damaged or destroyed. What we see is the later reconstruction and expansion.
How interesting. So this place has a lot of accumulated history.
A great deal. Every stone could tell a story. That's why it's one of the most important monuments in the city.
I'm struck by the ceiling decorations. Are they original paintings from the period?
Yes, most of the paintings you see on the ceilings of the main halls are original frescoes from the 16th and 17th centuries, created by very famous English artists at that time.
They are impressive. Can we take photographs in here?
You can take photographs, but without using the flash, please, so as not to damage the paintings or disturb other visitors.
Got it. No flash. Perfect. How long will we be in this room?
We'll be here for about another 10 minutes, and then we'll continue towards the Great Hall, which is the next important stop.
Okay. And after the tour, what's the most interesting thing to see in this area? Any recommendations?
Well, very close to here are the public gardens, which are beautiful for a walk, and also the historic quarter with narrow streets and squares full of charm.
I'll make a note of the gardens and the historic quarter. Sounds very nice.
They are two good options to complete the visit in the area. Any other doubts for now?
No, everything is clear for the moment. Thank you very much for the explanation and the recommendations.
You're welcome. A pleasure. Let's continue with the tour then. Follow me this way, please.
Sorry, can you repeat the direction, please? I didn't hear you well with the noise of the lorry.
Yes, of course. I was telling you that at the next junction where the traffic light is, you turn right.
At this traffic light coming up now, turn right.
Exactly. Indicate right in good time, slow down a bit, and check your mirror before turning.
Okay, indicate. Slow down, check the mirror. There's a pedestrian crossing right after the turn.
Correct. Be very careful at the pedestrian crossing. If there's someone crossing or waiting to cross, you must stop completely.
Okay, it looks like no one is coming. I'll turn then. So
Very good. Gently with the steering wheel. Perfect. Now, continue straight along this road.
okay, listen, I get a bit nervous when there's so much traffic, like before at the roundabout.
It's normal at the beginning, Sarah. Roundabouts with a lot of traffic are a bit intimidating. The important thing is to observe well, give way correctly, and decide to enter when there's a safe gap.
Yes, I try to look, but sometimes I doubt if I have time to enter or not.
Practice will give you more confidence. You'll see how little by little you'll feel more comfortable. You did well today.
Thanks. Now what do we do? Continue straight.
Yes, continue straight until the end of this road, and then I'll tell you. We're going to practice parallel parking a bit.
Oh dear. Parallel parking. I still struggle a bit with judging the space.
Don't worry. That's why we're practicing. Look for a suitable free space on the right side further ahead.
Look, there seems to be a spot there behind that blue car. Shall I try there?
Yes, that space looks good. Indicate right, stop, parallel to the blue car a little further ahead, and start the reversing maneuver as we practiced.
Okay. Indicate, I stop, reverse to the tune turno. Find this with this reference point. Okay, like
Yes, you're doing well. Now the other way. Gently check the mirrors. Perfect. Now straighten up. Very well parked.
thank goodness it went well this time. Thanks for your patience.
You did very well, Sarah. See how it gets better with practice. Let's continue the lesson.
Good evening. Excuse me. Can you help me for a moment, please?
Good evening. Yes, tell me, are you looking for a particular book?
Yes, I'm looking for the latest book by Charles Dickens. I think it's called Great Expectations. Do you have it?
Great Expectations by Dickens? Yes, it's a classic novel. We should have it.
That's great. Could you tell me where it is? I've looked, but I can't find it.
Normally, we keep it in the New English Fiction section or in the General Fiction section under D for Dickens. Come with me, I'll take you.
Thank you very much. I read Oliver Twist and loved it, and I wanted to read this one too.
You've done, well, Dickens has a very special style. Let's see, here's the Dickens section. Yes, look, here we have Great Expectations.
Perfect. This is exactly what I was looking for. Is it paperback or hardback?
This one is paperback. I think it also came out in hardback, but at the moment it seems we only have this edition left.
I prefer paperback. It's more comfortable to carry. Excellent. How much is it?
The price is indicated here, £10.95.
Very good. While I'm here, I wanted to ask you something else. I'm also looking for a mystery novel to give as a gift.
Mystery novel. Do you have any preference for author or style? Something like Agatha Christie, Nordic noir, psychological thriller?
Well, the person I want to give it to really likes classic mysteries like Agatha Christie or Sherlock Holmes with a puzzle to solve.
I understand. Well, along those classic lines, but more current, I could recommend books by P.D. James, which have mystery and a distinct British feel, or perhaps something by Colin Dexter set in Oxford.
P.D. James or Colin Dexter, I don't know them very well. Which one do you recommend more?
But you want both are good options. Perhaps P.D. James with Inspector Dalgleish is better known, as a mystery series. People usually like them a lot if they appreciate the classic style and the British setting.
The British setting sounds good. Do you have any P.D. James books here?
Yes, we have several from the Inspector Dalgleish series in the mystery/crime section under J for James. If you like, I'll show you where it is.
Yes, please. I'll take a quick look to see if one convinces me for the gift. Thank you very much for your recommendations.
You're welcome. We're here for that. The mystery/crime section is down this aisle.
Good morning. Please come in. You must be the washing machine technician.
Good morning. Yes, I'm Charles from the technical service. Are you Sarah? You called about a fault with a washing machine, right?
Yes, that's me. Well, yes, it's the washing machine. Since yesterday, it hasn't been working properly. It's here in the kitchen.
Very good. Let's see. Tell me exactly what's happening to it. What isn't it doing right?
Well, the main problem is that it's not draining the water. It finishes the wash cycle, but the clothes stay inside with all the water.
I see. It doesn't drain. Have you tried putting it on a drain only or spin cycle to see if it does that?
Yes, I tried putting it just on spin and it didn't drain the water either. And also, it makes a strange noise when it tries to start spinning.
A strange noise, like a loud humming or a bang?
More like a hum, as if the motor wants to but can't move the drum or drain the water. I can't explain it well.
Okay. Humming and not draining. Have you checked if the pump filter is clean? It's usually at the bottom behind a small door.
Yes, I checked that yesterday afternoon because I read online that could be it. I cleaned the filter, which had some coins and fluff in it, but I tried again and it does the same thing. It doesn't drain the water.
You did well cleaning the filter. If it still doesn't work, it could be a problem with the drain pump. Either it's blocked internally or it's broken.
The drain pump, and can it be repaired? Or is it a very serious fault?
Normally it can be repaired. We would need to dismantle the pump to check it properly and see if it's blocked or if the pump motor has failed. If it has failed, it would need to be replaced with a new one.
And will it take long to check it? Will you be able to repair it today?
Well, I'll start dismantling it right away. If it's just a blockage, maybe I can fix it quickly. If the pump needs changing, it will depend on whether I have the spare part here in the van or if it needs ordering.
Okay. And will it be very expensive if the pump needs changing, to get an idea?
Changing the drain pump usually costs between the part and labor around 80 or 100 pounds, depending on the exact model of your washing machine. I'll diagnose the problem properly first and confirm the quote before doing anything else. Okay.
Yes, please. I prefer to know the cost first. Do you need me to move anything from the kitchen to work better?
No, I think I have enough space here. I'll just need a bucket and some rags in case some water comes out when dismantling the pump.
Perfect. I have buckets and rags here. Let me know if you need anything.
Very good. I'll start working then. With a bit of luck, we'll know exactly what's happening shortly.
John, are you home? It's Sarah, your neighbor from the 3rd floor.
Hi, Sarah. Yes, come in, come in. I was just resting for a moment. How are you? Do you need something?
Hi, John. Sorry to bother you. Really, I know it's almost nap time.
Don't worry, my dear. I wasn't sleeping, just watching a bit of TV. Tell me, what's up?
Well, you see, it's a silly thing, but you'd be doing me a huge favor. I started making a cake, and just now I realized I've run out of sugar.
Ah, sugar, the key ingredient. Don't worry, it happens in the best kitchens.
I know, and it's really annoying to have to go down to the supermarket now just for that. Would you happen to have some sugar you could lend me? And I need about a cup, more or less.
Yes, of course I have sugar. I'll bring you some right away. A normal cup, you say?
Yes, a cup is enough for me to finish the cake. Tomorrow, without fail, I'll go down and buy some and give you back a whole bag. Okay?
You don't need to give me anything back, Sarah. That is sugar. Of course not. Wait a second while I go to the kitchen.
Really? John, you're a treasure. You're saving my afternoon. And the cake.
Here you go. Is this enough?
Yes, perfect. This is more than enough. Thank you so much, really.
You're welcome, dear. That's what neighbors are for, to help each other out with these little things.
You're right. If you ever need anything, whatever it is, don't hesitate to knock on my door, okay?
I'll keep that in mind. Thanks. And how will this cake turn out? Does it smell good already?
It's not in the oven yet. I was missing your sugar, but I hope it turns out well. If you like, I'll bring you down a slice later so you can try it.
Hey, that would be fantastic. I love homemade cakes. I accept the offer.
Deal done then. I'll bring you down a slice later as a thank you.
Excellent. Why, I hope it turns out delicious then.
Thanks again for the sugar, John. You saved me. See you later.
You're welcome, Sarah. Hope the cake goes well. See you later.
Excuse me, David. Do you have a minute? Am I bothering you much?
Hi, Sarah. No, don't worry. I was just finishing replying to an email. Tell me, what do you need?
It's just that I'm trying to do something with the presentation program, PowerPoint, and I don't know how.
PowerPoint? What exactly do you want to do? Let's see if I can help you.
I want to insert a short video that I have saved on my computer into a slide, but I can't find the option, or it doesn't work for me.
Insert a local video. Yes, you can do that. You need to go to the Insert tab.
Yes, I went to insert, but I see options to insert images, shapes, icons, but I don't clearly see where the option for video is.
Look, within the Insert tab towards the right, you should have a group called Media or something similar. Inside there is the video option.
Let's see. Yes, here, media and video. I hadn't seen it. How silly of me. So
Don't worry, sometimes the options are a bit hidden. Now, if you click on video, it should give you the option this device or online videos.
yes, it gives me those two options. Since I have it on my computer, I choose this device, right?
Exactly. Choose that option, look for the video file in your folder and click Insert. It should appear on the slide.
I'll try choose video. Oh, yes, it's inserted. It seems to work.
Perfect. Now you can adjust the size and position of the video on the slide as if it were an image.
Fantastic. I'd been struggling with it for a while and couldn't figure it out. Thank you so much, David.
You're welcome, Sarah. That's what colleagues are for. Sometimes these programs have their tricks.
I know. And do you know if later during the presentation the video starts automatically, or do I have to click?
Normally, you have to click on the video for playback to start. But if you select the video, a new tab called Video Tools or Playback will appear at the top. There you can configure whether you want it to start automatically or on click.
Okay. I'll look at that playback tab. Very useful to know.
Yes, there you can adjust various things about the video. If you have any other doubts with PowerPoint, let me know.
Perfect. Thank you so much again for your quick and clear help. You've saved me a lot of time.
Not at all, Sarah. Glad I could help. Good luck with the presentation.
Good morning. I wanted to ask for information to organize a holiday trip.
Good morning. Very good. Come in and sit down, please. Did you already have some idea about the destination or dates?
Well, we're thinking of going to the Lake District for a week in August, my partner and I.
The Lake District in August. Excellent choice for the weather. Do you have preferences for any particular area? Windermere, Keswick, Ambleside?
Well, we don't really know. We're looking for a place with nice scenery, but that also has something to visit or for doing some hiking, not just lying around.
I understand. Well, in that case, areas like the South Lakes or the Keswick area offer a good combination of lakes, natural landscapes like Ambleside Walk, or charming villages. Ambleside is also very interesting.
Maybe the South Lakes sounds good for the famous lakes. What kind of offers or packages do you usually have for a week in the South Lakes in August?
For August, which is high season, we usually have packages that include the flight from London or train travel and accommodation in a hotel for 7 nights. We can look for hotels in different areas like Windermere, more touristy and with more facilities, or other areas like Coniston or Grassmere.
We would prefer the Windermere area, I think. We're looking for a hotel that's good, with nice views if possible, and maybe close to the lake. We don't need great luxuries, but clean and comfortable.
Perfect. Then we can look for 3 or 4-star hotels in the Windermere area or surroundings, which have nice views and services. Would you be interested in half board or just bed and breakfast?
Maybe half board would be good so we don't have to worry about all the dinners.
Very good. Well, look, checking now, I have a package for the second week of August. Travel London Oxyhome, 7 nights in a 4-star hotel near Windermere on half board with transfers from the station to the hotel included for about £850 per person.
£850 per person? Is this price final, or do taxes need to be added?
This is the final price per person with travel taxes already included. It's an offer we currently have with a hotel chain.
And does the hotel have good reviews? Is it well located?
Yes, this hotel has excellent customer ratings. It's located about a 10-minute walk from Lake Windermere and has good facilities. If you like, I can show you photos and more details on the computer.
Yes, please. I'd like to see some photos. And what exactly does half board include? Are drinks separate?
Half board includes buffet breakfast and buffet dinner. Drinks at dinner are normally not included and are paid separately, except for water, which is sometimes included. I would have to confirm that for this specific hotel.
Got it. The package seems interesting. Is there a possibility of hiring a car also through you to get around the area?
Yes, certainly. We can add car hire for the whole week to your package. We have agreements with several hire companies and can look for a good price for a small or medium car for you.
Excellent. Well, look, I'd like to take this information and the hotel photos away to discuss it with my partner tonight. Could you print me a quote or a summary?
Of course, I'll prepare a summary right away with the details of the Lake District package, the price, and the hotel information. And if you decide or have more questions, you can come back whenever you like or call us.
Excuse me, can you help me? Please, I'm a bit lost.
Yes. Tell me, what do you need? Are you looking for a particular room?
Yes. I'm looking for the room where the Turner paintings are. I've seen some rooms, but I don't know where the most famous ones are.
Ah, the Turners, of course. You need to go up to the first floor, follow this gallery to the end, go up the main stairs, and on the first floor, turn right. The Turner rooms, they occupy that whole wing.
First floor to the right. Perfect. It's just that the museum is huge.
Yes, it's quite large. But it's well signposted. Follow the signs for Turner or 19th century British painting.
Thanks. Another question. Can you take photographs in those rooms?
Yes, you can take photographs in almost the entire museum, including the Turner rooms. But remember, it's forbidden to use flash.
Got it. No flash. I'll keep that in mind. And do you know if there's a guided tour in English starting soon?
I believe the next general guided tour in English starts in half an hour at 6. The meeting point is downstairs in the main hall near the statue.
Is 6. Maybe I have time to see a bit of Turner before then. Are the guided tours free with the ticket?
Normally, yes, the general guided tours are usually included in the ticket price, but it's best to confirm at the information desk in case there are any changes today.
Okay, I'll ask it information then. One last thing. Where are the toilets on this floor?
On this ground floor, the toilets are at the end of this same corridor on the left, just before you reach the cafeteria.
Oh, is there a cafeteria too? I hadn't seen it.
Yes, we have a cafeteria with a terrace on the ground floor if you want to rest for a moment or have something after seeing Turner.
Good to know. Maybe I'll stop by later. Thank you very much for all the kind information.
You're welcome. Enjoy your visit to the museum and the Turner paintings.
I certainly will. Thanks again.
You're welcome. If you need anything else, don't hesitate to ask any colleague in uniform.
Good evening. I wanted to ask a couple of questions about the library.
Good evening. Tell me, how can I help you?
First of all, I'd like to know what's needed to join. I've recently moved to the neighborhood and would like to use the library.
Oh, nice. Well, joining is very simple and free. You just need to bring your ID card, an identity document, or passport to identify yourself and fill out a form with your personal details, which we'll give you here.
Just the ID and fill out the form? I don't need to bring photos or anything else?
No, you don't need to bring a photograph. Your ID and the completed form are sufficient. We'll make your card right away.
Perfect. So I'll bring my ID next time then. And once I have the card, how many books can I borrow?
With the card, you can borrow up to 6 items at a time. They can be books, magazines, DVDs, or even music CDs.
6 items. Excellent. And how long is the loan period?
The normal loan period for books and audio visuals is 21 days. That is 3 weeks. Magazines usually have a shorter period, 7 days.
3 weeks for books. And can they be renewed if I haven't finished them?
Yes, you can renew the loan for another 21 days, provided another user hasn't reserved that item. You can do it online, from home, by phone, or by coming here to the loans desk.
Fantastic. The option to renew online is very convenient. Thank you very much. And the other question was about finding books.
Tell me, are you looking for something specific or on a particular topic?
I'm looking for books about British history, but from the 20th century. For a general overview, not too academic. Do you have anything like that?
Yes, of course. We have quite an extensive history section. Books on British history are on the second floor. Within that section, they are ordered chronologically. Look for the part corresponding to the 20th century.
Second floor history section. Is there any author or title you recommend to start with that's more accessible?
Well, look, authors like A.P. Taylor or Eric Hobsbawm have very good and accessible works on the 20th century in Britain. You can also look for general histories of Britain and focus on the chapters from that period. I can help you search the online catalog if you like.
Yes, please. If we can take a look at the catalog for a moment, it would help me note down some titles.
Just come over here to the computer. Let's put in British history, 20th century, and see what comes up. Look, this one by H.P. Taylor, English history, 1945. Seems excellent for what you're looking for. And we have several copies available.
Perfect. I'll note down this title. Thank you very much for all your help and kindness. I'll be back soon with my ID.
You're welcome. It will be a pleasure to have you as a member. If you need anything else when you return, we're here. See you soon.
Excuse me, could you come over for a moment when you can, please? I wanted to ask you something about the menu.
Yes, tell me. Any doubt about the dishes? Have you already chosen?
We're looking, but before ordering, I wanted to tell you that I'm allergic to nuts, especially walnuts and almonds. It's important that you know.
Okay. Thank you very much for letting us know. Nut allergy. We'll take careful note in the kitchen.
Thank you. I was looking at this dish, the goat's cheese salad with honey vinaigrette. Do you know if the vinaigrette or the salad contains nuts? Sometimes they put walnuts or pine nuts in.
The goat's cheese salad. Let me check with the kitchen for a moment to be absolutely sure, because the vinaigrette can sometimes contain less obvious ingredients. 1 second. Oh,
Yes, please check. I prefer to be sure.
returns to I spoke with the chef. The salad itself doesn't contain nuts, but the honey vinaigrette we use contains some very finely chopped walnuts to give a crunchy touch.
Phew, good thing I asked. Then I can't have that salad.
No, that Pacific one wouldn't be safe for you. I'm sorry. But we can prepare the same salad for you with a different vinaigrette, for example. A normal oil and vinegar vinaigrette, or if you prefer, just with oil and salt.
Yes, could you prepare it with another vinaigrette? That would be fantastic. I really like goat's cheese.
Yes, no problem. We can put a basic vinaigrette on it, or simply, dress it with extra virgin olive oil and balsamic vinegar, whichever you prefer. The goat's cheese is fine.
Then that sounds perfect with olive oil and balsamic vinegar. Thank you very much for offering the alternative.
You're welcome. It's important to adapt when there are allergies. And for the main course, had you thought of any other doubts about ingredients?
I was thinking of the grilled salmon with vegetables. Does that contain any sauce or hidden nuts?
We make the grilled salmon simply grilled with a little olive oil, salt, and pepper, and the vegetables are also sautéed with oil. It doesn't contain any sauce that contains nuts or dairy. It's quite a safe dish.
Fantastic. Then I think I've decided. I'll have the goat's cheese salad prepared without the original vinaigrette, dressed with oil and balsamic. And for the main course, the grilled salmon with vegetables.
Perfect. Noted. Special goat's cheese salad without nuts, oil and balsamic, and grilled salmon with vegetables. And to drink,
A bottle of still water, please.
very good, still water. I'll pass the order to the kitchen right away, specifying your allergy clearly so they take special care.
Thank you very much for your attention and for making sure. I'm very, very grateful.
Not at all. It's our job to ensure you eat safely and comfortably. I'll bring your drink right away.
Good evening. I need to renew my glasses and wanted to look at some frames.
Good evening. Good evening. Very good. You've come to the right place. Do you already have a recent prescription, or do you also need an eye test?
I have a prescription from the optician from a month ago, so I just need to choose frames and lenses.
Perfect. Well, tell me, what type of frame are you looking for? Do you have any preference for style, material, color?
All right. Well, I currently wear thin metal glasses, but I'd like to try something different, maybe acetate frames, but not very large or heavy.
I understand. Acetate frames, but light and not too prominent. We have quite a few options along those lines. You can look in this section here. There are different brands and styles.
Thanks. I like these blue ones. Do you think they would suit me? Can I try them on?
Yes, of course. Try them on without obligation. Let's see. The blue color suits you, and the shape is modern but not too exaggerated. I think they suit you quite well.
Yes. I don't know if they're a bit wide for my face.
Well, they cover the field of vision well, which is important. Perhaps we can look for a similar shape but slightly narrower if you don't feel completely comfortable. Look at these other tortoiseshell ones. They're similar but slightly smaller.
Let's see these. Yes, perhaps these fit me a bit better in terms of size. I like the tortoiseshell color too. Are they very heavy?
These are made of good quality cellulose acetate. It's quite light for acetate. Feel them. You'll see they don't weigh much. They are comfortable to wear all day.
Yes, that's true. They're light. I think I like these more. And what type of lenses do you recommend? I'm short-sighted and have a bit of astigmatism.
Well, with your prescription, I recommend plastic lenses, which are lighter and more resistant than glass ones. And it's very important to apply an anti-reflective coating.
What exactly does the anti-reflective coating do?
It eliminates annoying reflections on the lens surface, which improves vision quality, reduces eye strain, especially with screens or artificial lights, and makes the glasses more aesthetic because your eyes are seeing better. It's almost essential nowadays.
I understand. Yes, I work a lot on the computer, so I'm interested. Does that increase the cost of the lenses much?
It adds an extra cost, but the improvement in comfort and vision is worth it. We can also consider thinner lenses if your prescription is a bit high. So they look thinner and lighter in the acetate frame.
Because my prescription isn't very high, I think about 2 diopters of short-sightedness. Would I need thinner lenses?
With 2 diopters, the standard lens already gives a good aesthetic result. It's not strictly necessary to thin it, but if you want maximum lightness, it can be considered. Let me see your prescription. Yes, with this prescription, standard plastic with anti-reflective coating will be perfectly fine.
Perfect then. How much would these complete glasses cost with this tortoiseshell frame and those plastic anti-reflective lenses?
Well, look, this frame costs 85 pounds, and the 2 plastic lenses with anti-reflective coating for your prescription would be 110 pounds. The total would be 195 pounds.
Got it. 195 pounds. And how long would it take to have them ready if I ordered them today?
Normally, if we ordered the lenses today, the glasses would be ready for collection in about 3 or 4 working days. We would notify you by phone as soon as they arrive.
Good morning, Dr. Miller. I'm here for my checkup.
Good morning, Sarah. Come in and sit in the chair, please. How are things? Any discomfort since the last time we saw each other?
Well, everything's generally fine, but for a few days I've felt a little discomfort in a lower molar on the right side.
Discomfort? Can you describe it a bit better? Is it pain, sensitivity?
It's not severe pain. It's more like a strange sensitivity when I drink something very cold or very hot. And sometimes when chewing something hard, I feel like a slight twinge.
Sensitivity to cold/hot. And when chewing in that area, do you remember if we did any fillings on that molar recently?
I think so. About a year ago, you did a filling on a molar on that side. But I don't remember if it was exactly that one.
Okay, we'll explore that area well then. Lie back a bit more. Open your mouth wide, please. I'll look with the mirror and probe.
Let's see. Here I see the filling we did. It doesn't look broken or leaking visually. Let's test the sensitivity to cold with a bit of air. Tell me if you feel the discomfort you mentioned.
Yes, right there. I felt the twinge with the cold air.
Okay. It could be that the filling is very close to the nerve, and that's why you have that sensitivity, or that there's a small crack in the tooth that isn't visible, or even that the gum has receded a bit in that area.
And what can be done? Does the filling need to be removed?
First, we'll take a small x-ray of that molar to see what it's like inside, if there's any decay under the filling or any problem at the root.
An x-ray, okay. Does it hurt?
No, it doesn't hurt at all. It's just placing a small sensor inside your mouth for a second. I'll get it ready.
Takes the x-ray. Very good. Let's see the image. Well, look, the x-ray doesn't show decay under the filling or problems at the root. The nerve seems fine.
So why do I have discomfort?
The most likely thing is that it's dentine hypersensitivity, perhaps because the filling is deep or the gum is a bit sensitive there. We can try applying a desensitizing varnish and recommending a specific toothpaste for sensitive teeth.
A varnish, and does it help?
Yes, the varnish creates a protective layer that helps reduce sensitivity. And the toothpaste also helps block the tubules that transmit that sensation to the nerve.
Well, if you think this might improve it, well, let's try. I prefer this to having to touch the filling again.
Let's try this first, which is the most conservative approach. I'll apply the varnish now and give you a sample of the toothpaste. Use it for a couple of weeks, and if the discomfort persists, come back to me and we'll evaluate other options.
Hi, excuse me, could you help me with some trainers?
Hi, yes, of course. Are you looking for shoes for any particular sport? Running, walking, gym?
I want to start running a couple of days a week, but I have no idea what type of shoe I need. I'd run on pavement or in the park.
Great idea to start running. To start and run on pavement or park paths, you need running shoes with good cushioning to protect your joints.
Cushioning. Do all running shoes have it?
Yes, all running ones do, but there are different levels and types of cushioning. It's also important to know your foot strike type, neutral pronator or supinator, to choose the most suitable shoe and avoid injuries.
My foot strike type? I have no idea what it is. How can I find out?
We can do a quick test here. If you walk barefoot on this platform, we can see how your foot lands. Or by looking at the wear on old shoes you use a lot. But to start, if you don't have any discomfort, we can look for a neutral model with good cushioning.
I prefer to try a neutral model, yes. What brands or models do you recommend for beginners that aren't very expensive?
Well, look, for starting, brands like Asics, Nike, Adidas, or New Balance have a very good mid-range models with good value for money. For example, these Asics Gel Pulse or these Nike Pegasus usually work very well for neutral runners.
Asics Gel Pulse or Nike Pegasus? Like, what's the difference between them?
They are quite similar in terms of cushioning and use. The Asics perhaps have a slightly wider fit and a different cushioning feel due to the gel. The Nike Pegasus are very popular, lightweight, and have good responsiveness. It's a matter of trying them on and seeing which you feel most comfortable in.
Can I try both? What size should I get? I normally wear a 38 UK 5 in street shoes.
Yes, of course, try both. For running, it's recommended to get half a size or even a full size larger than your usual street shoe size, so your toes have space and don't rub while running. I'll bring you a 38.5 and a 39 UK 6 of both models.
Oh, okay, thanks. Well, these Nike Pegasus size 39 UK 6 feel very comfortable. They seem to fit my foot well.
The Pegasus are usually very popular. Does your foot feel well supported but with space at the front?
Yes, I think so. They're not tight and I have space to move my toes. And is the cushioning okay for starting?
Yes, they have balanced cushioning sufficient for starting to run on pavement without problems. They are very versatile.
Then I think I'll go for these Nike Pegasus size 39 UK6. Is this blue color the only one you have?
In size 39 UK6 of this model, at the moment, I only have this blue left and also a black one with pink details. I can show it to you if you like.
No, I like the blue. I'll take these. How much are they?
These are currently on a small discount. They cost £89 and 99 pence.
Perfect. I'll take them then. Thank you very much for your help and professional advice.
You're welcome. It's been a pleasure. I hope you really enjoy running in these. You'll see you'll get hooked.
Good morning. I was coming to the lost property office.
Good morning. Tell me, do you think you lost something on one of our buses or at the station?
Yes, I think I left a scarf on the coach I arrived on yesterday afternoon.
A scarf. Do you remember what it was like and which coach you were traveling on?
Yes, it was a wool scarf, navy blue, quite long. And I was traveling on the coach that came from Manchester and arrived here at the station around 6 in the afternoon.
The coach from Manchester yesterday at 6 in the afternoon? Very good. Do you remember which seat you were in, roughly?
Well, I was sitting about halfway down the coach on the right window side. I think I had it on my lap or on the seat next to me.
Okay, let's see. Drivers check the coaches at the end of each journey and bring any items they find here. Let me check yesterday's log and the shelves.
Okay, let's hope it turned up. It was a gift and I'm fond of it.
I understand. Let's see. Scarves. We had several found yesterday here. What brand was it, or did it have any special details?
It wasn't any known brand. It was plain wool, navy blue, without patterns or anything special.
Well, look, I have a navy blue wool scarf here found yesterday. Could this be it?
Yes, I think that's it. How wonderful. I didn't think it would appear.
Well, you were lucky. Sometimes things are found. To be able to hand it over to you, I need you to fill out this small form with your details and a description of the lost item as standard procedure.
Yes, of course. I'll fill it out right away. Do you need my ID?
Yes, please. I need to see your ID to verify your details when handing over the item.
Here's my ID and the completed form.
Perfect, Sarah Jones. I'll correct. Here's your scarf then. I'm glad you managed to recover it.
Thank you so much. You don't know what a favor you're doing me. Thank you very much for your work.
You're welcome. We're here for that. It's satisfying to be able to return items to their owners.
Indeed. Thank you so much again for your time and kindness.
You're welcome. Have a good day and be careful not to lose it again.
Good evening. I came to collect a coat. I left ice last week.
Good evening. Very good. Do you have the receipt or ticket we gave you?
Yes, here it is. It's number 147.
Perfect. With the number, it's quicker. 147. Moment while I look for it. Was it a long coat, beige color?
Yes, exactly. A beige wool coat. Oh,
Here it is. Checking down the coat card, protected by plastic. I should check and see if everything is okay.
let's see. Yes, it looks clean and well pressed. It didn't have any particular stains, just needed a general clean.
Excellent then. The truth is it's come out very well. It's got its shape back.
Yes, you can see the difference. How much do I owe you? I don't remember if it was written on the ticket.
Let me check the notes. Wool coat cleaning, that's 12 pounds.
12 pounds. Okay. Do you accept card payment?
Yes, of course. You can pay by card or cash, whichever you prefer.
I'll pay by card then if you don't mind.
Perfect. Tap your card here on the machine, please. Enter your PIN when prompted.
Done. Finished.
Very good. Payment accepted. Here is your copy of the receipt. Do you need us to remove the protective plastic or will you take it like this?
No, leave it on, please, so it doesn't get dirty on the way home.
As you wish. Here is your coat then.
Thank you very much for the service. It came out very well.
You're welcome. We're glad you're satisfied. For any other garment, you know where to find us.
Yes, I'll definitely be back. Good evening.
You too. Thanks for coming. Goodbye.
Excuse me, when you can come up for a moment, please.
Yes, tell me, would you like anything else? Perhaps another coffee?
No, we've already had coffee, thanks. I was thinking of having a dessert, but I'm a bit undecided from the menu.
Ah, desserts. We have some very nice things today. Have you seen the menu? Is there anything that tempts you?
Yes, I've seen it. I'm tempted by the cheesecake and the homemade creme caramel, but I don't know which to choose.
They are two excellent choices, really. Both are homemade here in our kitchen.
Are they both homemade? I like that. Which one do you recommend? Which one do people order more?
Well, honestly, they both sell very well. The cheesecake is very creamy. We make it with a biscuit base and red berry jam on top.
Oh, the cheesecake sounds very good. And the creme caramel?
The creme caramel is the classic homemade egg custard with its liquid caramel. You know, very delicate and traditional. Perhaps it's a more classic flavor than the cheesecake.
Two. You're making it difficult for me to choose. I'm tempted by both. Is the creme caramel very sweet or is it balanced?
It's sweet as a creme caramel should be, but it's not sickly. It has the right amount of sugar and good caramel.
And do you have any other homemade desserts that might not be on the menu? Any special of the day?
Well, today off the menu, we also have some homemade trifle left over from a recent batch, and it was delicious.
Trifle. I love trifle. Do you have any left?
Yes, I think there are a couple of portions left. Very nice.
Then I have no more doubts. If there's trifle left, I want to try a portion, please. It reminds me of so many things.
Excellent choice. The truth is we make it very well. Shall I just bring the trifle or would you like some cream or ice cream to accompany it?
No, the trifle on its own is fine. Savor it properly.
Perfect. One homemade trifle for you then. Anything else for the table?
No, that's fine for me. My friends, I think, don't want anything else. Thank you very much for the recommendation.
You're welcome. I'll bring it right away. You'll see how good it is.
Hey, excuse me. Could you come over for a moment, please? This pump isn't working.
I'm coming. What's happening? Which pump is it?
It's number 4. I inserted the card to pay directly here. Selected unleaded 95 petrol. But I press the nozzle and nothing comes out. Wah.
Let's see, pump 4. Did you unhook the nozzle properly and insert it into the car's tank?
Yes, of course. The nozzle's in, but I squeeze the trigger and no petrol comes out. The screen says ready to dispense, but it doesn't work.
How strange. Let me check something here on the pump panel. Squeeze the trigger again, please.
I'm squeezing. Nothing's still not coming out.
Okay. And sometimes they get blocked. Try hanging the nozzle back in its place, wait a few seconds, and try taking it off again and squeezing.
Okay, hanging it up. Waiting. Taking it off again. Squeezing. Nothing's still the same.
Then it could be that this pump has a fault or is temporarily out of that type of fuel. Did you try another pump first?
No, I came straight to this one.
Okay, don't worry. We'll cancel this transaction. Try filling up at pump number 5, the one next to it. That one's definitely working fine.
At number 5, do I have to reinsert the card there?
Yes, since you couldn't dispense petrol here, the previous transaction is automatically canceled. Start the process again at pump 5 with your card.
Okay. I'll try at 5 then. Hope it works.
Yes, that one definitely works. They just used it. If you have any problems, call me again, but I don't think you will.
Okay, thanks. I'll go there.
A minute later from pump 5. Hey, this one works. It's already dispensing petrol.
Perfect. Glad to hear it. Sometimes it happens with some machines. Sorry for the inconvenience.
Doesn't matter. Thanks for the help. Now it's working.
You're welcome. When you've finished, hang the nozzle up properly and you can continue your journey.
Got it. Thanks very much again. Goodbye.
Good morning. Please come in. I'm Sarah Jones. I called about the fridge.
Good morning, Sarah. I'm Mark, the official service technician. Yes, they told me the fridge isn't cooling properly, right? Where is it?
Yes, that's the main problem. It's here in the kitchen. Come in, come in.
Very good. Let's see. Tell me exactly what you've noticed. Since when has this been happening?
Well, I think it started yesterday afternoon. I realized that the things inside the fridge the bottom part weren't as cold as usual.
The fridge part isn't cooling enough, and the top part, the freezer, is it working okay? Does it make ice?
Yes, that's the strange thing. The freezer seems to be working perfectly. Things are frozen as always. It's just the fridge part that isn't cooling.
I see. Freezer works, fridge doesn't. Have you noticed any strange noises lately, or if the motor runs constantly or stops?
Well, now that you mention it, I think it makes a slightly strange noise, like a more constant hum than normal. And I'm not sure if the motor stops or not. I haven't paid close attention.
Okay. Constant noise and lack of cold in the fridge. Have you touched any thermostat buttons or anything lately?
No, not that I remember touching anything. It's set to the usual temperature, about 4 or 5 degrees Celsius.
Okay. Well, from the symptoms you describe, it could be a problem with the no frost system if your fridge is that type. Sometimes the duct that carries the cold from the freezer to the fridge gets blocked.
The no frost system? Yes, I think my fridge is one of those. And is it easily repaired?
Yes, normally it is. You would need to completely defrost the appliance for a few hours to remove the ice blocking the duct. Or I can try to access the fan and the duct from inside to unblock it, or see if the fan is working.
Defrost it completely? Would I have to take all the food out?
Yes, that would be the safest way to fix it if it's an ice blockage. Take everything out, unplug the fridge and leave it open for about 24 hours. But first I'll try looking at the fan to see if the problem is that it's not working and that's why it's not distributing the cold.
Okay. If you can look at the fan first, better. And what if the fan is broken? Is it expensive to repair?
If it were the fan, it would need replacing. The part isn't excessively expensive, maybe around 150 to 60 pounds plus labor. In total, the repair could be around 120 pounds approximately.
I see. Well, I prefer that to having to buy a new fridge. Do you need to move the fridge or anything to look at it?
Yes, I'll need to pull it away from the wall a bit to access the back part and possibly remove the inner cover of the freezer. Could you help me move it carefully?
Yes, of course. Let's move it together. I hope we can find the problem and fix it soon.
I'll do everything possible. First, we'll do an accurate diagnosis, and then I'll confirm what it is and how much it costs before doing anything else.
Good morning. I wanted to ask for information about a cultural event, please.
Good morning. Tell me, which event do you need information about?
I read on a poster that there will be a medieval market in the city soon, but I didn't note down the details. Could you inform me?
Yes, the medieval market. It's an activity organized by the council every year around this time. Do you want to know the dates and location?
Yes, please. What days are they exactly this year?
This year, the medieval market is held next weekend, Friday afternoon, all day Saturday, and Sunday morning.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Perfect. And in which area of the city does it take place?
It takes place in the historic center, mainly in the main square and the surrounding pedestrian streets. That whole area is decorated like in the Middle Ages.
In the main square and surroundings? Excellent. And what time do the activities start, more or less?
On Friday afternoon, it usually starts around 6 p.m. On Saturday, it's open from 11 a.m. until the evening around 10 or 11 p.m. And on Sunday, also from 11 a.m. until midday or early afternoon.
Got it. And is entry to the market area free, or do you have to pay something?
No, entry's totally free. You can walk around the market, see the craft stalls, the atmosphere, all that is free.
How nice. And is there usually any kind of show or entertainment?
Yes, of course. There are always historical parades with musicians dressed in period costume, falconry shows, demonstrations of ancient crafts, sometimes some small medieval fairground rides. There's usually a program of activities.
Do you have that program here, or where can I find it?
Yes, we have leaflets here with the detailed program of activities, times, and a small map of the market area. Take one if you like.
Yes, please. I'll take one. Excellent. This way I can see what time the things that interest me most are on.
Exactly. Everything is detailed there. Do you need to know anything else? How to get there, perhaps?
No, I know where the main square is. I can walk there. I think with the leaflet, I already have all the information I needed.
Very good. Well, we hope you really enjoy the medieval market if you decide to visit. There's usually a great atmosphere.
I'm sure. It sounds very interesting. Thank you very much for the information and the leaflet.
All right, you're welcome. We're here for that. Have a good day.
Hello. Good morning. Can you surf me when you're free?
Good morning. Yes, tell me, what can I get for you today?
I wanted to get some fresh hake. Do you have any nice ones for grilling?
Well, look, this line-caught hake just arrived this morning. It's very fresh in an ideal size for grilling. How much did you want, more or less?
Well, give me 2 nice steaks, not too thin. It's for 2 people. Perfect. I'll cut you 2 steaks from the middle part, which is the juiciest. Is this thickness okay for you?
Yes, that's perfect. Could you remove the central bone, please? We prefer it without the bone at home.
Yes, of course. I'll remove the central bone from both steaks right away. You'll have the 2 clean fillets left, ready to cook.
Excellent. Much easier like that. And could you put on a tray for me?
Yes, I'll put them on a tray, nicely prepared for you. Oh, here you are. Anything else? Do you need lemon? Yeah.
No, I have lemon at home, but while I'm here, do you also have clams? I wanted to make the hake with some clams in a parsley sauce.
Things, yes, I do. Look how good they are. Nice and light. How many shall I give you? 1/4 of a kilo? Half a kilo?
With a 1/4 of a kilo, I think I'll have enough for the sauce for 2 people.
Perfect. 1/4 of a kilo of clams, then I'll put them in a net bag so they can breathe well.
Excellent. That's everything then. Huck and clams. How much do I owe you?
Let's see. The 2 boneless hake steaks weigh about 600 grams, and the 1/4 kilo of clams, that's 14 pounds and 80 pence in total.
Okay. Yeah, here you are. 15 pounds. Okay.
Thank you. And here's your change, 20 pence on your shopping. Enjoy your meal.
Thank you very much. I'm sure everything will be delicious. Good day.
You too. Have a good day. Thanks for your purchase.
Hello? Is anyone there? I have a problem at the exit barrier.
Yes, tell me. I can hear you from the control office. What's happening?
Look, I paid for the ticket 5 minutes ago at the automatic machine, but now I insert it here in the barrier machine and it doesn't read it. It keeps returning it.
You paid at the machine and it won't read your ticket? Are you sure you're inserting it the right way around and in the indicated slot?
Yes, I inserted it following the arrow, as always. I've tried several times and nothing. The machine spits it out and the barrier doesn't go up.
Okay. Sometimes that happens if the ticket is a bit bent or dirty. Could you tell me your car's registration number, please?
Yes, my registration is AB12CDE.
AB12CDE. One moment while I check the system to see if the payment is registered. Yes, it shows here that you paid 6 minutes ago. That's correct.
See? It's paid. So why won't the machine open the barrier for me?
Well, it could be a temporary fault with the exit machine's reader. Don't worry, I'll open the barrier for you remotely from here.
Oh, really? Can you open it from there?
Yes, I'll give the command right now. Wait a second. It should start rising now. Is it going up?
Yes, it's going up. Thank goodness. I thought I was going to be trapped here.
No, madam, there's always a solution. When the reader doesn't work, we can open manually from control if we verify that payment has been made.
Well, thank you very much, because there were already cars waiting behind and I was starting to get nervous.
Don't worry, these things happen with machines. You can leave whenever you want.
Perfect. Thank you very much for your quick help.
You're welcome. Have a good day. Drive carefully.
You too. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Excuse me, instructor, do you have a second when you can? I wanted to ask you something.
Hi, Sarah. Yes, don't we? I just have a moment between classes. What do you need?
It's about my freestyle technique. I've been swimming for a while, but I'm not sure if I'm doing the breathing correctly. Sometimes I swallow water or get very tired.
Breathing in freestyle is fundamental. Yes. Do you always breathe to the same side or do you alternate?
I try to breathe every 3 strokes, alternating sides, as I was once told, but I find it hard to coordinate.
Breathing every 3 is very good because it's symmetrical, but it can be difficult at first. Can you swim a length now so I can see how you do it? Swim relaxed at your own pace.
Okay. How was it? Did you see anything?
Yes. Let's see. The arm stroke isn't bad, but you turn your head too much when you breathe, almost looking towards the ceiling. And also, you lift your head quite high out of the water.
I turn a lot and lift my head. I hadn't realized.
Yes, you need to try to turn your head just enough for your mouth to clear the water, as if you wanted to look sideways, not upwards. And your head should stay aligned with your body. Don't lift it. Think about keeping one cheek and one ear in the water while you breathe.
Turn just enough without lifting the head. Sounds difficult.
Sounds difficult, eh? It takes practice. Try exhaling all the air underwater before turning to breathe. That way, when you turn, you only need to inhale quickly through your mouth.
Exhaling underwater. I do try to do that. What if I tried breathing every 2 strokes, always to the same side to start?
Yes. Breathing every 2 is easier to get the rhythm at first. Choose the side that feels most comfortable for you and always breathe to that side every 2 strokes. When you master that, you can try alternating every 3.
I think I'll try that, breathing every 2 to the right side, which feels more comfortable. And regarding equipment, when do you recommend using a kickboard or pole buoy?
The pole buoy, which you put between your legs, is useful for focusing just on the arm stroke and breathing without having to think about your legs. And the kickboard is good for practicing just the leg kick or to help you with buoyancy while practicing breathing. You can use them for some lengths of your workout.
Okay. Maybe I'll use the pole buoy to practice breathing every 2 strokes without getting so tired with my legs. Where are they kept?
They're in those blue trolleys at the end of the pool near the lanes. You can take them and put them back there when you finish.
Perfect. I'll continue swimming then and try to apply your advice on breathing. Thank you very much for your time and for watching me.
You're welcome, Sarah. That's what we're here for. The key is to practice little by little and be patient. If you have other questions in another day, just let me know.
I will. Thanks again.
Right.
Hello, good evening. Excuse me, can you help me find something?
An evening? Yes, tell me. What were you looking for?
I'm looking for a fridge magnet, but one depicting the city's old bridge. I've seen many magnets, but none with the bridge.
All bridge magnet? Yes, we normally have several models with the bridge. Ah, did you look carefully in the rotating display at the entrance?
Yeah, yes, I looked there and on the shelf at the back, but I see the cathedral, the town hall crests, but I can't find the bridge.
How strange. Let's see. Let me look for a moment. Well, you're right. It seems we don't have any of the bridge left at the moment. They must have all been sold.
Oh, what a shame. It was exactly the one I wanted for a friend who collects bridge magnets. And do you know if you'll be getting more in soon?
Well, I hope so. We usually restock every week or fortnight. Maybe next week we'll have some already. Do you need something similar or does it have to be the bridge?
Look, I preferred the bridge, but if there isn't one, do you have any other magnet that's representative of the city and is nice? That isn't the usual kind.
Well, look, We have some new ceramic magnets, hand painted by local artisans. There's one with a view of the River Thames with the colorful houses, which is very nice and different.
Hand-painted ceramic, can you show me?
Yes. Look, there are these ones here. See this one with the river and the houses? It's an exclusive design of this shop.
Ah, well, it's very pretty. It's true that it's different and it has an artisanal touch. I like it.
Yes. They're proving very popular. And as a souvenir of the city, it's also very good.
I think my friend might like this one too, even if it's not a bridge. How much does this ceramic magnet cost?
These hand-painted ceramic ones cost £5.50. They're a bit more expensive than the normal ones, but because of the craftsmanship.
Oh, that seems a reasonable price, being handmade. Then yes, I'll take this one of the river and houses.
Perfect choice. Do you need anything else? A postcard, perhaps? Nothing's just the magnet.
Very good. That's 5.5 pounds then. Do you need a gift bag?
No, that's not necessary. Thanks.
Thank you. Here's your magnet. Nicely wrapped. Good evening.
Bill, good morning. Look, I brought these shoes to see if they can be repaired.
Good morning. Let's see. Let me see them. What exactly is wrong with them?
Oh, well, on this shoe, the heel tip is completely worn down. You can already feel the nail when walking. And on the other one, I think there's very little left too.
Yes, I see the heel tip is completely worn and the one on the other shoe is almost gone. It's a very common repair. No problem.
That's great. So new heel tips can be put on. I thought I might have damaged the heel by walking like that.
No, the heel looks fine. We just need to remove the remains of the old heel tip and the nail and put on 2 new good quality rubber heel tips. They'll be like new again.
Perfect. And how much would it cost to put the 2 new heel tips on?
Changing the heel tips on both shoes would be £8.
£8. That seems like a very good price. And while I'm here, could you also look at the sole of this other shoe? I think it's coming unstuck a little bit at the toe.
Let's see the sole. Yes, I see it's coming stuck a bit here. This can also be repaired. We'd need to clean the area well, apply a special shoe glue, and put it in a press so it stays well stuck.
But would it stay stuck properly? Will it hold?
Yes. We use very strong professional glues. If it's cleaned and glued well, that sole won't come off there again.
Excellent. And how much would it cost to glue that toe of the sole?
Gluing that sole would be £4.
Okay, so that would be £8 for the heel tips of the first shoes and £4 for gluing the sole of this one. Total £12.
Exactly, £12 to repair both pairs.
Perfect, then I want to repair them. I'll leave them with you then. When could they be ready?
Well, we have quite a lot of work at the moment. If you leave them today, they could be ready by Thursday afternoon or Friday morning.
Thursday afternoon or Friday. That's fine for me. Do you give me some slip or receipt to collect them?
Yes, of course. Write your name and phone number here for me and I'll give you this receipt with the repair number and the expected delivery date. We'll call you if they're ready earlier.
Perfect. Sarah Jones. So I'll come back to pick them up on Friday morning, for example?
Yes, Friday morning they will definitely be ready. Here is your receipt. See you on Friday.
Hello. Good evening. I came to collect some glasses I ordered last week.
Good evening. Very good. Whose name were they in?
In the name of Sarah Jones, they told me they would be ready today.
Yeah. Sarah Jo, yes, I have them ready here. Tortoiseshell acetate glasses, right?
Yes, those are the ones. Oh, lovely. Can I try them on for a moment, please? To see how they fit and if I can see well.
Yes, of course. Sit here if you like in front of the mirror. Here you go. Gives her the glasses.
Thanks. Flips the... Yes, I like how they look. And I see... Yes, I see perfectly, very clearly.
Excellent. The prescription is exactly from your order. Do you notice any discomfort? Do they pinch anywhere?
Well, now that you mention it, I feel they pinch me a tiny bit here behind my right ear. Just a little.
Don't worry, that's easily fixed. Sometimes at the beginning, the arms need a little adjusting. Leave them with me for a moment and I'll shape the right arm a bit more so it doesn't bother you.
Okay, thanks. It's only a tiny bit, but if it can be adjusted better.
Of course. It's important that the glasses are comfortable to wear all day. Let's see. Try them on again now.
Let's see. Ah, yes. Oh, much better now. I don't feel the pressure behind my ear anymore. Perfect.
I'm glad. Sometimes it's just a matter of a small adjustment. Anything else on the nose? Okay.
Yes, they rest well on my nose. They don't bother me. I think they're perfect now.
Oh, very good. Then you can take them away then. Do I owe you anything or was it all paid for?
When you ordered them, you left a deposit. There was 95 pounds left to pay.
Ah, that's right. Okay, I'll pay the remaining 95 pounds now then. Can I pay by card?
Yes, of course. You can pay by card here at the counter.
Perfect. Pays by card. Pay by card. Done. Could you also give me the case and the cloth for cleaning them?
Yes, of course. So here is your hard case to protect them and a microfiber cloth. I recommend always cleaning them with the cloth or with water and neutral soap. Never dry with clothing.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you very much for everything, for the adjustment, and for the service. I'm very happy with my new glasses.
Excuse me, conductor, a moment, please. Can I ask you a question?
Yes, tell me. Any problem with your ticket?
The ticket is fine. It's a query about the route. Look, I'm going to Reading. Does this train stop there?
Let's see your ticket. Yes, you're going to Reading. This is a regional train with its final destination as Slough. To go to Reading, you need to get off at Slough and change there.
I have to change at Slough? I didn't know that. I thought this train was direct.
No train goes directly to Reading from here. All passengers for the Reading line have to change trains at Slough.
Good thing I asked you. And is it long until we get to Slough?
Well, I calculate about 20 minutes, approximately. It's the last stop for this train. We'll announce the arrival over the loudspeaker.
20 minutes. Okay. And does the train to Reading leave from that same station in Slough?
Yes. It's a smaller local train that connects Slough with nearby towns like Reading, Maidenhead.
I see. And do you know if I have to wait long to catch that other train, or do they leave often?
Normally, there's a good connection. They usually wait for this regional train to arrive before leaving towards Reading. I don't think you'll have to wait more than 10 or 15 minutes maximum.
10 or 15 minutes. Wait, that's fine. And do you know which platform the train to Reading usually departs from in Slough?
It usually always leaves from platform 3, which is a side platform they use for that local line. Anyway, when you arrive in Slough, check the information screens or ask station staff to confirm.
Platform 3 normally, but I'll confirm there. Perfect.
Exactly. Get off at Slough, look for platform 3, and take the local train towards Reading/Maidenhead.
Very clear now. Thank you very much for the explanation. If I hadn't asked you, I would have gone past or wouldn't have known what to do.
You're welcome. That's what we're here for. It's important to ask if you have doubts about changes. Have a good journey.
You too. Thanks again.
You're welcome.
Hello. Good morning. I came to ask for information about a course I think you run here.
Good morning. Tell me, which course did you want information about? We have several ongoing.
I saw a poster about a digital photography course for beginners. Do you know if there are still places available?
The digital photography course? Yes, we started it 2 weeks ago. Let me check if there are any places left. Well, yes, look, there's exactly one place left. You're lucky.
One place. That's great. And what do I need to do to sign up for that place?
Well, you would need to fill out this registration form with your personal details, and pay the course fee.
Do I have to pay a fee? I thought maybe it was free.
Some courses are free, but this photography one has a small cost for materials, and because the teacher is external, it's £30 for the whole term.
£30 for the term. That seems reasonable. And what days of the week and what time is the course?
It's on Tuesday afternoons from 6 to 8 p.m. It's 2 hours a week.
Tuesdays from 6 to 8. That time works perfectly for me. And when did it start exactly? Have I missed many classes?
It started 2 Tuesdays ago. You've only missed 2 classes. The first was an introduction to the camera, and the second was about lens types. The teacher can give you a summary or the material from those classes.
Okay, only 2 classes. I think I can catch up. Do I need a special camera for the course?
It's not essential to have a professional DSLR. You can start with an advanced compact or even a good smartphone with manual controls. The teacher adapts a bit to the level and equipment of each student.
I have a compact camera that has some manual settings. I suppose that could be fine to start with.
Surely, yes. The important thing is to learn the concepts of exposure, composition, light, and that can be practiced with almost any camera.
Then I'm very interested in signing up. Can I fill out the form now and pay the fee?
Yes, of course. Take the registration form, fill it in with your details, and then you can pay the £30 right here in cash or by card.
Perfect. Here's the completed form. I'll pay by card, please.
Very good. Done. You're now registered for the photography course. You would start next Tuesday at 6 p.m. Here is your receipt.
It's got such a beautiful flow, minimalism, and it's just beautiful. I think I'm.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy the course very much and learn a lot. Welcome to the center.
Good morning. Excuse me. Can you serve me? It's a bit urgent.
Good morning. Yes, tell me quickly what you need. We have quite a few people now.
I need 10 color photocopies of these 5 pages of my work. They're the most important ones.
10 color copies of 5 pages. Got it. Anything else?
Yes, and I also need to bind the entire complete document, this one here, with a plastic spiral. It needs to be handed in this afternoon.
Okay. 10 color copies of 5 pages and 1 plastic spiral binding. Is the document to be bound already printed and ordered?
Yes, it's all here in order. It's about 80 pages in black and white, except for those 5 that I want copied in color and inserted where they belong.
Got it. We'd need to make the 10 color copies and then make 1 complete black and white copy to insert the color ones to bind it, or do you want to bind the original?
No, I'll keep the original. I need 1 complete bound copy with those 5 pages in color.
Okay, so that would be 10 loose color copies and 1 complete copy, 75 B and W plus 5 color, and 1 with a compressor. Correct?
No, sorry, I don't think I explained myself well. What I need is 10 color copies of these 5 pages total, 50 color sheets. And separately, I want you to bind this original document I'm giving you, putting a plastic spiral on it.
Ah, okay. Now I understand. 50 color photocopies in total, 10 of each of these 5 pages, and bind this block of original sheets with the spiral, correct now?
Exactly. Sorry for the confusion. How much would everything be?
Well, a 4-color photocopies cost 40 pence each. 50 copies would be £20. And the spiral binding for this thickness costs £3. In total, it would be £23.
Okay. And how long would it take to have it ready? As I told you, I need it for this afternoon.
Well, we have quite a queue of work at the moment. We can do the color copies relatively quickly, maybe in 15, 20 minutes. The binding is also quick once the copies are done, right?
Could everything be ready in half an hour, more or less?
Yes, I think in half an hour or 40 minutes at most, you could have everything ready. Do you want to wait here or prefer to come back later?
I prefer to wait here if you don't mind. That way I'm sure to have it on time. Shall I give you the originals to copy now?
Yes, leave me the originals you want copied in color and the block you want bound. You can pay now if you like, or upon collection.
I'll pay now. So it's done. Here are the 23 pounds in cash.
Perfect. Give us half an hour then, and we'll be ready. You can wait in that chair if you like.
Excuse me. Could you help me with the problem on computer number 5, please?
Hello. Yes. What's happening with computer 5? Doesn't it work?
It works, but I'm trying to connect to the internet and I can't. I don't know if it's the Wi-Fi connection or the browser.
Let's see. Have you entered the password for the library's Wi-Fi network? Sometimes you need to re-enter it.
No, it didn't ask me for the password. Straight away, the network symbol at the bottom, it has like a yellow warning sign. And when I open the browser, it tells me there's no connection.
Ah, I see. The computer isn't connected to the network. Let me come over for a moment to see it. It might have disconnected, or there might be a temporary problem with that station. Let's see if I can pull it up and pass it through while I'm jamming on air.
Okay, thanks. The one near the window.
Goes to the computer. Let's see. Yes, indeed, it indicates limited or no connection. I'll try restarting the network card. Let's see. Go home, go to the network card. Let's see.
Do you think that will fix it? I need to consult some documents online for a course.
Sometimes restarting the card fixes it. Let's give it a minute. Well, no, it seems it still won't connect. I'll check the network configuration.
Could it be a general library problem or just this computer?
No, the general network is working fine. The other computers are connected. It must be something specific to this station. Maybe the network cable is poorly connected, or the network point has a problem.
Oh dear. And is there a solution? Or should I move to another computer?
I'll try one last thing, restarting the computer completely. Sometimes restarting clears the connection issue. Do you have anything important open that you don't want to lose? No,
I haven't been able to open anything important yet. So you can restart it without problems.
Okay, let's restart then. Let's hope that starting up connects it properly. It takes a couple of minutes. Oh,
okay, let's wait. Hope it works.
Let's check the connection now. Yes, now it works. It has an internet connection now. The network symbol is correct.
Thank goodness. What a relief. I don't know what I would do without being able to consult those documents today.
Sometimes a simple restart solves these small computer problems. Try opening the browser now and accessing your pages. It should work fine.
Yes, it's loading pages now. Perfect. Thank you very much for your time and help. You've been very kind.
You're welcome. I'm glad it's resolved. If you have any other problems, call me again. Good luck with your work.
Good morning. I need help buying things to hang a picture.
Good morning. Tell me, what exactly do you need, and what type of wall will you hang the picture on? That's important.
Well, I want to hang a picture that's quite heavy. I estimate it weighs about 5 kilos or maybe a bit more. And the wall is brick, the normal house kind.
Okay, a heavy picture on a brick wall. You'll need good wall plugs and screws. Yes, just anything you won't do.
I imagine so. That's why I came to ask. What type of plugs and screws do you recommend for this?
Well, for a brick wall and that weight, the best thing is to use a good quality nylon wall plug. For example, a number 6 or even an 8 to be safer. With the weight,
Number 6 or 8 nylon plug. What's the difference?
the number 8 plug is a bit bigger and holds more weight than the number 6. For 5 kilos, a number 6 plug from a good brand might be enough. But if you use a number 8, you'll have more peace of mind. How many holes do you want to make to hang the picture? 1 or 2?
The picture has one hook on the back, so I think just one hole in the middle would be enough, right?
If the picture weighs 5 kilos, I recommend putting 2 fixing points, not just 1. That way you distribute the weight and ensure it doesn't fall over time. Put 2 plugs and 2 screws separated by a few centimeters.
2 points? Good advice. I haven't thought of that. Then yes, better put 2. So I need 2 number 8 nylon plugs.
Exactly. And so 2 number 8 nylon plugs, and you'll also need 2 suitable screws for those plugs. Normally they are wood screws or coach screws about 4.5 or 5 mm in diameter and long enough to go well into the plug.
5 mm diameter screws? Yes. And what length?
Well, if the number 8 plug is about 40 mil long, the screw should be about 50 or 55 mil long, so it goes through whatever you're hanging and enters the plug well. Ask for 5x 50M coach screws, for example.
2 number 8 plugs and 2 5x 50 mm screws. Okay. Noted. And to make the holes in the brick wall for the number 8 plugs, what drill bit do I need?
If you're using number 8 plugs, you need a masonry or a brick drill bit of the same number, i.e. an 8 mm bit. Make sure it's a masonry bit, not metal or wood.
8 mm masonry bit. I have a drill at home, but I'm not sure if I have that bit. Do you sell individual bits?
Yes, of course. We have individual bits of all sizes for masonry. I can give you a good quality 8 mm bit.
Perfect. So I need 2 number 8 nylon plugs, 2 5x 50M coach screws, and an 8M masonry bit.
Very good. I'll get that ready for you right away. We sell plugs and screws in boxes or also loose if you only need 2. Do you want anything else? Maybe like a spirit level so the picture hangs straight?
I have a small spirit level at home. I think with this, I have everything I need. How much would everything be?
Well, the 2 loose plugs and screws plus the 8 tenon bit would be about 4 pounds and 50 pence. Not quite 5 pounds.
Excellent price. I'll take everything then. Thank you very much for your detailed advice. I was totally lost.
You're welcome. That's what we hardware store folks are here for. Good luck hanging the picture and use safety glasses when drilling.
Excuse me, waiter, when you can, please. We'd like the bill.
Yes, I'm coming. Have you finished? Everything okay?
Yes, everything is very good. Thank you. We've finished. Bring us the bill when you can.
Perfect. I'll bring it right away. Here you are. The total is 64 pounds.
Thanks. Listen, a question. Could we pay separately? And there are 4 of us.
Pay separately? Each person what they consumed or split the total by 4?
If it's not too much trouble, we'd prefer to split the total by 4. It's easier that way.
Okay, split by 4. Yes, that's simpler. Let's see. 64 pounds divided by 4 people, that's 16 pounds each. Is that okay with you?
Yes, perfect. 16 pounds per person. Thank you very much for making it easy.
Okay. Well, if you like, you can pay me one by one. Shall you start?
Yes, I'll pay by card. Do you accept cards?
Yes, of course. We accept cards. Tap or insert here, please.
Done. Mine is paid.
Very good. Thank you. Next.
Will in cash? I had no money. I mean, I have $1. Here's 20 pounds.
Thank you. I'll give you 4 pounds change. Next.
Pay by card too.
Perfect. Done. And the last one is missing.
Pay me too, in cash. Exactly 16 pounds.
Excellent. Everything is settled then. Thank you very much. Do you need anything else?
No, nothing else. Thanks. Everything was very good, by the way. We'll be back.
We're very glad you liked it. We hope to see you again soon. Good evening.
Good evening. I've come to collect a silk dress I left last week in the name of Sarah Jones.
Good evening, Sarah. Yes, I have it ready here. Your silk dress. Here you go.
Thanks. Let's see. Let me look at it for a moment before taking it away.
Yes, of course. Take your time looking at it.
Well, I think, excuse me, but I think this stain I brought it in for hasn't completely gone. Do you see it? Here on the skirt.
Let's see. Yes, I see. The mark is still slightly visible. It was a difficult stain, maybe wine, you told me?
Yes, it was red wine. I told your colleague when I brought it in and asked her please to try to remove it carefully because the dress is delicate.
Yes, I remember she left a note. We did a special treatment for wine stains on silk, but sometimes depending on how long the stain was there and the exact fabric, they don't come out 100% on the first wash.
I know. I understand it can be difficult, but they told me they'd do their best. And the truth is it's still quite noticeable. I hoped it would look better.
I understand your disappointment. Sometimes these stains require a second, more insistent treatment.
And could you try cleaning it again? Or can nothing more be done?
We could try doing a second specific treatment on the stain and dry cleaning it completely again. At no extra cost to you, of course.
You'd clean it again at no cost? And do you think it might come out better that way?
We can't guarantee it 100%, as I said, because it depends a lot on how this stain penetrated the fiber. But sometimes with the second attempt, we manage to fade it much more or even remove it. We lose nothing by trying again.
Well, if you think it might improve, I agree to you trying again. Should I leave it here then?
Yes, if you agree, leave the dress with us again and we'll apply another treatment to the stained area and reprocess it.
Okay, and when could it be ready the second time?
Well, give us a couple of days to treat it calmly. It could be ready by Thursday afternoon. Is that okay for you?
Yes, Thursday afternoon I can come back to collect it. Do you give me a new receipt or is the same one valid?
No, you don't need a new receipt. We already have it registered. Come directly on Thursday afternoon and ask for Sarah Jones' dress that was for re-cleaning.
Okay, perfect. Well, I hope there's better luck with the stain this time. Thank you for your attention and for offering to clean it again.
You're welcome. We'll do our best. We apologize for the inconvenience and hope you'll be satisfied on Thursday. See you Thursday.
Good morning. I came to the lost property office. I think I lost a backpack yesterday on a train.
Good morning. Okay, which train do you think you lost it on and what route was it taking?
It was the train that came from Manchester and arrived here in London, Euston yesterday, Sunday, around 6 in the evening.
The inner city from Manchester at 0:00 p.m. yesterday. Okay. And what was the backpack you lost like? Can you describe it?
Yes, it's a small backpack, fabric, dark blue. It's not very big, the kind you carry on your back every day.
Small backpack, dark blue, fabric. Did it have any visible brand or any distinguishing details, a keychain, a patch, something that differentiates it?
Yes, hanging from the zipper, it had a small metal keychain of the Eiffel Tower.
An Eiffel Tower keychain. That helps identify it. And do you remember roughly what was inside?
Well, there was a paperback book, wired headphones, a small water bottle, and a thin gray windbreaker jacket. Nothing of great value, but I'd like to recover it.
I understand. And do you have any idea where you might have left it? Inside the train, on the seat, underneath, in the overhead rack?
I think I left it under the seat in front, resting by my feet, or maybe on the seat next to me, which was empty. I was in carriage 5, seat 12A.
Carriage 5, seat 12A, very good. When trains arrive at their destination, the cleaning staff and National Rail staff check the carriages and collect forgotten items. Those items are brought here to the Central Lost Property Office at the station.
And do you know yet if any backpack with those characteristics has appeared from the Manchester train yesterday?
Well, the items found yesterday are still being classified and registered this morning. Let me look at the list of recent arrivals. Blue backpack.
Does anything appear?
Let's see. Here I have registered the arrival of a dark blue backpack with various contents found on the inner city from Manchester yesterday. Doesn't specify the keychain, but it could be yours.
Let's hope. Could you check if it's the one? Do you have it here already?
Yes, it should be here in storage. To be able to show it to you and hand it over if it's yours, I first need you to fill out this claim form with your personal details and a detailed description of the backpack and its contents.
Yes, of course. I'll fill it out right away.
Thanks. Sarah Jones sepsis. Description matches. I'll go to storage for a moment to look for it and tell you right away if it's yours. Wait here, please, plaque. Look, is this your backpack?
Yes, that's it with my keychain and everything. How wonderful. Thank you so much. I thought I wouldn't get it back.
Excellent. I'm very happy. Sign here on the form as receipt then, and you can take it away now. Check that everything is inside.
Good morning. I wanted information about season tickets/tickets to go to Slough. Please.
To go to Slough from here, you need a travel card covering the relevant zones or a specific ticket bundle from the company operating the route. Do you travel often?
Yes. I'll start going about 3 or 4 times a week for work. That's why I wanted to see which option is more economical for me.
I understand. If you're traveling 3 or 4 times a week, you'll probably be interested in a monthly travel card or a carnet/bundle of tickets.
What types of season tickets/carnets are there exactly? Is there a monthly one that's valid for every day?
Yes, there's the monthly travel card managed by Transport for London, TfL. You would need to buy the one that includes the fare zone for Slough. I believe it's zone 6 or possibly outside the standard zones. We'd need to confirm. That pass allows unlimited travel for a calendar month on buses, tube, and regional trains within the paid zones.
A monthly pass for everything? Sounds interesting. And how much does that pass cost for the Slough zone?
The price varies depending on the zones you need to include from your origin. For zone 6, it's usually around £250 0 pence per month approximately. We would need to check exactly which zones you need.
80 or 90 pounds a month? That's quite a lot. And the other option you mentioned, the ticket carnet?
Yes. The train company operating the route usually also offers their own carnets, normally for 10 journeys. They aren't monthly, but you buy 10 trips and use them as you go.
A 10 journey carnet? And how much would that cost?
The 10 journey carnet for the route to Slough usually costs around 40 or 50 pounds, more or less. Each journey costs you much less than buying a single ticket each time.
40 or 50 pounds for 10 journeys. If I travel 4 times a week, that's 8 return journeys. I'd use almost 1 carnet a week. Per month, that would be about 4 carnets, around 160 to 100 pounds. It cost me less than the monthly travel card, perhaps.
Exactly. If you only use the specific train line and don't need the tube or buses extensively and travel about 3-4 times a week, the 10 journey carnet is usually the most economical and flexible option for that specific route.
Then I think I'm more interested in the 10 Journey Carnet. Can I buy it here directly?
Yes, we sell the train company's 10 Journey Carnets here at the ticket office. Would you like to buy one now?
Yes, please. I want to buy a 10 Journey Carnet for Slough.
Very good. Let's assume a price based on the estimate, 45 pounds. Here is your carnet.
Thanks. And how does it work on the train? Do I need to tap it on a machine or show it to the conductor?
You'll need to use it at the ticket barriers when entering and exiting the station. If there are no barriers, you should show it to staff if requested. Keep the carnet safe for subsequent journeys.
Use it at the barriers. Got it. Perfect. I understand everything then. Thank you very much for the information and help.
You're welcome. I hope the carnet is useful for you. If you have any other questions about timetables or stops, we're here. Have a good trip.
Good morning. Excuse me. Could you help me? I'm a tourist and I've just arrived in the city.
Good morning. Welcome. Of course. Tell me what you need. Are you looking for general information? A map?
Yes. The first thing I'd need is a free map of the city center, if you have one, so I can get my bearings a bit.
Certainly. Here's a map of the historic center and the commercial area. The main monuments, museums, and points of interest are marked.
Fantastic. Just what I needed. Thank you very much. And while I'm here, could you give me some advice? I'll be here for 3 days.
Of course, 3 days is enough to see quite a few things. What kind of things interest you most? History, art, food, walking, shopping?
Well, I like a bit of everything, but especially walking in characteristic areas, discovering nice corners, and maybe some local markets. I'm not just looking for the most touristy places.
I understand. Well, besides visiting St. Paul's Cathedral and Buckingham Palace, which are must-sees, I recommend getting lost in the South Bank area with its riverside walks and hidden spots. It's very picturesque.
The South Bank area, I'll note that down. Sounds very nice. And any interesting markets?
Well, on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, there's Borough Market near London Bridge, which is very lively with food stalls and lots of atmosphere. And for crafts and antiques, Portobello Road Market on Saturdays is famous.
Borough Market? That sounds very interesting for trying some food. And any advice for this afternoon? Something I can do now.
Well, this afternoon, you could take a walk along the River Thames, cross Tower Bridge, and visit that market I mentioned if it's open. Or if you prefer something more cultural, you could visit the National Gallery, which is a beautiful museum and perhaps less crowded than some others.
Or the National Gallery. I didn't know it. Is it far from here? What time does it close?
It's not very far. You can walk there in about 15 minutes from here. It closes around 6 p.m., depending on the day. Here in this leaflet about monuments, you have the exact time and entrance price.
Thanks. I'll take a look. You've given me great ideas to start with.
I'm glad. Do you need information on how to get to any of these places or anything else? Public transport, perhaps?
No, for the moment, I think I'll get around on foot in the center. If I need transport, I'll figure it out. Can I take this leaflet about nearby walking trails in case I fancy it one day?
Yes. Take all the leaflets that interest you. We also have information about popular music shows, excursions to nearby towns.
Thanks for the moment with the map, the Ronyuan's leaflet, and your advice. I have enough to start exploring.
Excellent. Well, enjoy your stay in our city very much. If you have any other questions during these days, don't hesitate to stop by here again.
I will if I need anything else. Thank you very much for all the information. It was very helpful and you've been very kind.
You're welcome. It was a pleasure helping you. Have fun.
Good evening. I needed help finding an accessory for my mobile phone, please.
Janine, yes, tell me which accessory you need and for which phone.
Well, I need a new charger because the cable on the one I had broke. My phone is a Samsung Galaxy A52.
A charger for a Samsung Galaxy A52. Very good. Are you looking for the original Samsung charger or is a compatible one okay?
Well, I don't know. Is there much difference in price or quality? The important thing is that it charges well and quickly, if possible.
The original Samsung one is a bit more expensive, but it guarantees compatibility and optimal charging speed for your model. Good brand compatible ones also work well and are cheaper, but you need to make sure they have the adequate power output.
And do you have the original Samsung one for my model or any compatible ones that are good?
Yes, we have the original Samsung charger with 25W fast charging, which is the one recommended for the A52. And we also have compatible chargers from brands like Belkin or Acer that also offer fast charging and are totally safe.
Could you show me the two options and tell me the prices?
Of course. Look, the original Samsung charger, it includes the power adapter and the USB-C cable. It costs $24.99 per.
Okay, the original 25 pounds. And the compatible ones?
And then we have this one from Belkin, also a 20W, fast charging and cable included for $19.99. Blog and Coupe for $11.99. Or this one from Anker, similar, or $18.99. Both are excellent brands.
Yeah. The price difference isn't huge. Which one do you recommend? Does the original charge much faster?
Or the 25W original will charge your A52 at the maximum speed it supports. The 20W compatible ones will charge a tiny bit slower, but you'll barely notice the difference in daily use. Both are good options. Perhaps the original gives you extra peace of mind about total compatibility.
Yes, perhaps for the small difference, I prefer to get the original Samsung one, to be sure.
Perfect choice. Do you need anything else? A protective case, perhaps?
Well, now that you mention it, yes. The case I have is a bit old. Do you have transparent cases for the Galaxy A52? I like the color of the phone to show through.
Yes, of course. We have several options for transparent silicone or hard material cases for the A52. Do you want to see them? They're on that display.
Yes, please. Let's see. This flexible silicone one seems to protect the corners well. How much is this one?
That reinforced transparent silicone case costs $12.99. It protects quite well against bumps and drops.
I like it then. I'll take this transparent case too. So it would be the original charger and the case.
Very good. Let's go to the till then, and I'll give you the total. That would be $24.90 for the charger plus $12.90 for the case. Total £37.98.
Good evening. I wanted information about ordering a birthday cake.
Good evening. Very good. For when would the cake be and for how many people approximately?
It would be to collect on Saturday morning. It's for a birthday party in the afternoon, and there will be about 10 or 12 of us.
Perfect. For Saturday, 10, 12 people. We have different sizes. For that number of people, a medium-sized cake would be good, about 2 kilos, more or less.
Okay. Medium size. And what flavors or types of cake do you have? And that's for a friend and she loves chocolate.
Ah, if she likes chocolate, she's lucky. We specialize in chocolate cakes. We have the classic chocolate cake with cream or truffle filling, the Sacre d'Or, the 3 chocolate cake, the Black Forest Gâteau.
Many chocolate options. The 3 chocolate one sounds very appealing. What's it like exactly?
The 3 chocolate cake has a biscuit base and then 3 soft creamy layers of dark chocolate, milk chocolate, and white chocolate mousse. It looks very pretty, and everyone usually likes it. It's not heavy at all.
Sounds delicious. I think my friend would love it. Do you make it in the medium size for 10, 12 people?
Oh, yes, certainly. We make it in that size without any problem. It also looks very nice with the 3 layers well defined.
Then I think I've decided on that one. A medium 3 chocolate cake for 10, 12 people. Could you put some decoration or writing on top?
Yes, of course. We can put a simple decoration with chocolate curls or some red berries if you like. And we can also write a short message with white or dark chocolate. What did you want written?
Well, I'd like it to say happy birthday, Laura, if possible.
Happy birthday, Laura. Yes, that can be written perfectly with white chocolate on the dark chocolate layer so it stands out well.
That's fantastic. So we've chosen the cake, 3 chocolate medium, to collect Saturday morning and with happy birthday, Laura, written on it. How much would that be?
That cake, medium size for 10, 12 people, with the writing included, cost 38 pounds.
38 pounds. Okay. Do I need to pay something now to reserve it, or do I pay everything on Saturday upon collection?
Normally, we ask for a small deposit when ordering to confirm the reservation. Leaving a 10-pound deposit would be enough, and you pay the rest on Saturday when you collect it.
Perfect. I'll leave the 10-pound deposit now then. Do you need my name and phone number for the order?
Yes, please. Tell me your name and a contact phone number in case we need to call you about anything. And I'll give you a receipt for the order and the deposit.
I'm Sarah Smith, and my phone is
Noted, Sarah. Here is your receipt. On Saturday morning from 10 a.m. onwards, you can come and collect your 3 chocolate cakes. It'll be a success.
letter. Please, I wanted to send this registered letter, please.
Good morning. Good morning. Very good. Registered letter. Is it a domestic or international shipment?
It's domestic. It's going to an address here in London. They are important documents, and I want to make sure they arrive.
Got it. As it's registered, it will have a tracking number and we'll need the recipient's signature or someone authorized upon delivery. Do you need to fill out any forms?
Yes, for domestic registered mail, you need to fill out this form. Here, you put your details as the sender, and here, the recipient's full details. Write everything clearly, please.
Oh, okay. I'll fill it out right away. Question. Is there an option to request proof of delivery? So I have signed proof that they received it. Hey,
Yes, the additional service of sign for delivery exists. If you request it, once the letter is delivered, Royal Mail provides online confirmation of delivery, including a signature image.
that interests me a lot because they are documents for an official matter. Is it much more expensive to add signed for?
Adding signed for has an additional cost of about £2 compared to the price of standard registered mail of available or first/second class standard post.
£2 more. I think it's worth it for the peace of mind of having signed proof. Yes, I want to send it as signed for. Do I need to mark anything else on the form?
Yes, on the form, you need to tick the signed for box. You don't need to fill in return details for a postcard. Like in some countries, the proof is online.
Ah, right. Okay. I think I've filled everything in. Here's the letter and the form.
Let's see. Or sender, recipient, do signed for box ticked. Yes, everything is correct. Let's weigh the letter then.
It weighs 45 grams. Shipping as first class signed for would be £3, sterling 10 pence.
£3.10. Perfect. Here you are.
Thank you. Processes the shipment, attaches labels. On your receipt is your tracking number. If you want to check it on the website dedicated to me, I will take it up and we will pick a section and we'll give you. This is Rocket, which will transfer you from Jamarki, where you are.
This is Jamar's Jambu. The letter takes a noon to the River Rocky, where previous series began. And the letter says, within Leighton Lake, within London.
Being first class I'm for, it normally takes 1 working day to arrive at its destination. Download the B26 app and you will have your working day without incident.
Very fast. And the online proof of delivery, how soon after delivery is it available?
Once the letter is delivered, the online tracking and signature image are usually available within a few hours or by the next working day.
Perfect. Everything is clear then. Thank you very much for your help and for explaining about side 4.
You're welcome. We're here for that. Have a good day. Goodbye.
Good morning. I need urgent help, please. I think I've lost my bank card.
Good morning. Stay calm. Do you think you lost it or could it have been stolen? When did you realize?
Well, I'm not sure. I realized this morning when I went to pay for breakfast that it wasn't in my wallet. I last used it on Saturday night. I don't know if I dropped it or if it was taken.
Got it. The most important thing now is to block it immediately to prevent anyone from using it. Are you a customer of this bank? Is your account here?
Yes, I'm your customer. I have my current account with you.
Perfect. Then I need your full name and your ID card to identify you and be able to block the card associated with your account.
I'm Sarah Smith, and my ID is...
Very good, Sarah Smith. One moment while I access your file. Yes, here I see your account and the associated debit card ending in 1234. Is that the card?
Yes, that's the one ending in 1234. Please block it immediately.
Okay. I'll proceed to block it immediately for loss or possible theft. Done. The card ending in 1234 is canceled from this very moment. No one can operate with it anymore.
Phew, what a relief. Thank you very much. I feel calmer. Can you see if there have been any strange movements or charges that didn't make since Saturday night?
I'll check the card's latest movements. Let's see. I see the payment you made on Saturday night at a restaurant, and after that, there are no other recorded movements. It doesn't seem like anyone has used it since then.
Thank goodness. It seems I was lucky and just lost it.
Yes, it seems you acted quickly and there have been no fraudulent charges. Anyway, if in the coming days you see any charge on your account that you don't recognize, let us know immediately.
I will. I'll be careful. And now I obviously need to request a new card. How do I do that?
Yes, we can immediately request a new bank card identical to the one you had to be sent to you. We'll send it to your home address by post.
You'll send it home. How long does it take to arrive, more or less?
It normally takes between 5 and 7 working days to arrive at your home address. It will arrive inactive for security. You'll need to activate it yourself by phone or at an ATM when you receive it.
5 to 7 days. Okay. And in the meantime, how can I withdraw money if I need it?
While you wait for the new card, you can withdraw cash directly here at the counter with your ID. Or if you have the bank's app, you might be able to use the cardless withdrawal option at our ATMs with a code.
I'll look into the app option. That could be useful. Request the new card for me then, please.
Perfect. Request for a new bank card due to loss made. You'll receive it at your home address in the next few days. Do you need any other transactions?